Lamb. Oh,
Wow, the people who are gone.
Oh, you
how the
rolled for
mighty
2
have
people
fallen.
gone.
It's okay. It's Rebel's turn.
No, it's you. It's you,
Yeah, okay.
It's
definitely,
you.
bud.
It got you, Ian. You get to recap.
All right, so all you need to do, James, is tell me where we started. Did we start like?
You started after the entrance exams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So it was after the entrance exam, and everyone was getting invited up to the headmaster's room. Headmaster Ikares. I don't remember the stupid infliction you put on him.
Icarus.
No, it was
It's Icaros.
Ikaros.
Icaros.
Sorry, Ikaros. And
Yeah.
he was just like, hey, so Team Weed, y'all passed, but what's it mean to be huntsmen and huntresses? And then they all gave answers that weren't protecting other people, so he's like, tisk tisk. But they gave good answers. They gave good answers. For more info, follow this link that's gonna appear on the screen.
No, you don't give him work.
It's too late. So they left and they were like, man, I really hoped that the other team got in because we're feeling kind of bad. And then, funny enough, it was our turn to go up. And when the three of them, Team Quake without me, went up,
Yeah.
they were like, wow, I feel like there were four of us. And one of them remembered there was a fourth one. The other one was like, what? And then they saw me flying, and we hit it off. I hope, right, Garrett?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So we hit it off, and we gave the actual answer for why you should be a huntsman and huntress. Not at all because we already knew it was coming. And we became a team. They just got me because I overslept and got trucked by a Nevermore. So after that, you know, we went to our rooms. I have a shitty mattress on the floor. Everyone else has a bed. Garrett gets a room to himself because he's a girl. And Wit found out that the Team Weed was our neighbors, and Wit and Wish are apparently best friends, right, Wolf?
Yeah, we're best friends.
All right. All right. So, Wit and Wish now have a surprise party plan, but before that could happen, we have to do classes. So, we do class, and we spar, and we win for the most part. Not everyone here, but
Sorry, I got
Wish
fucking
got his-
crit.
you
Wish got
won,
his
right?
butt
Right,
hit
Rebel?
his room.
No, she lost.
Oh, I'm the only one here who won then.
I didn't have a winner written down. Aaron and Domino were just like, yeah, we'll spar later tonight too.
Oh no,
Yeah, so
Rebel
they're
got
gonna
deleted.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
went on a date.
They're gonna Aaron and Domino are gonna smash because that's the way the domino topples.
Oh god.
And yeah, so we got out of class. I think it was this class, and there was this weird lady. So Wish, Wit, and Cerise, as the protagonists, left and went to chase them down. And this person has a weird semblance where James makes you do a wisdom save every time to see if they're alive, and it's stupid. But it turns out Wish's mom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
My
Wish's mom is like, your school's stupid, so that's something. And we're going to get our huntsmen and huntresses in training license thing. We fought bears and tigers. Oh my. I'm not gonna lie, the last half of that. Oh, we had a surprise party. The end.
That was like in the middle, but yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, the second half of that may have all blurred together for me. I should have watched the video to prepare.
You gotta
I
watch
don't have
the
an
video.
excuse anymore.
You're in it. You're the one in the video. You shouldn't have to watch it.
James, I like to like, you know, what's the word? Oh,
Live?
no. What's it called when you're like pretending to be the person like before you actually like act as them? I should know this, but
Method acting?
method acting.
You're method
That's what it is.
okay.
I
So,
method
we're
act
going,
as a dumbass.
we're going to pull the camera back in on you guys resting up, drinking your Capri Suns, licking your wounds, and getting ready to press further into the mines. I believe we were short rest now, so any healing you want to do beforehand, go ahead. Let me see. If I can get...
Yeah, I'll heal if anybody cannot heal back their what they lost.
We're not gonna be bitches, right, Garrett?
I got a question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we know if Noah? Do we know where Noah's written down his max aura?
It's not on his sheet. Has he not written it down yet? I don't think he took damage though.
Okay, if he didn't take damage, then everything's fine.
Please write that down somewhere.
Yeah,
How much am I missing?
I'll write that down in his ideals. His ideal amount of aura is 32.
Oh yeah.
I
Soul
was
Bucket
never
is
hit.
gone.
Yeah, a
Wow,
lot
it
of
must be
people.
nice.
It must be nice. It must be nice.
I just need to get my mana back. How do I get my mana back again, James?
You roll a mana dice. You add your CA modifier, then you times it by 10, and then repeat until you're out of mana dice. Or
My
you're
mana
fully
dice as a
recovered.
mage is a D8.
Yes, so it'll be a D8 plus your CA.
My CA right now is a +5.
I'll
So
I got max.
So I'll let you know right now that Aaron's missing 20 aura. Did you want healing before, or is he just short resting?
I'll heal in a bit.
Okay.
I'll do two heals from Blossom on him.
All right. He'll let his guard down.
Howard.
Pussy.
I'd flank for him.
I need to do it one more time.
All right. 5,
14 healing.
14. Okay.
Will you roll the attack again just to see if he would have crit?
Yeah, that brings me back up to 4.
Because I know it wouldn't have mattered.
Sorry, I thought that might reroll the attack.
I hate you so much, Aaron.
He would have crit.
To be fair, you'd only hit one of them.
Yeah. So, everyone does their healing. For most parts, you know, Elijah and Emerald didn't take any damage either. Or, yeah.
Well,
It was
Elijah
only
did.
Aaron.
Oh, yeah, like, Elijah? Yeah, Elijah took damage. Did he heal himself? He's already at full. We're gonna assume he healed himself with short hit die. So, we're gonna take that away. And then actually, I think Emerald took damage. Emerald took 5 points of damage, so I don't care. She's not going to short hit die. So unless one wants to heal her, she's missing 5 aura.
Gasp. She's not my
Yes.
Whoa.
Wait, she's missing how much? Wait, who's?
Emerald's on your side.
Yeah, I'm
Emerald's,
very confused. I'm
Emerald's
sorry.
the person on your team.
If their
Okay,
name
give me a
starts with
second.
an
Give me a second. I will cast a minor mend on her. I will cast mend.
Okay.
if their name starts with an E and actually sounds like it starts with an E, they're on your team.
There's a good likelihood if they're on your team.
Okay.
There's a
If their
very
name
high
starts
likelihood.
with an E
It's
and
on
it should be
whatever that
spelled
was.
with an A for most people, they're on our team.
That's subjective.
Yeah,
I
but
know, but I see more
the
people
color
spell
Aaron
Aaron with an
is.
A.
Yeah, but the color Aaron is an
Look
E.
at what I rolled.
What is okay? Plus, isn't it plus your CA as well?
Let me check the
It should
spell
be.
Should
description.
be plus your CA, yeah.
I know it's plus your CA.
Okay, Okay, then she holds back. Yeah, she'll hold back 6.
Okay, she's fully healed. That's all she needed. All right. So, oh wait, no, wrong person.
By the way, I'm not going into this full, but I'm close enough that it's not worth it.
I
I like
could
how
give you a
Kiyoshi's
quick heal if you
social.
really wanted.
I mean, that's your call.
I'll do it.
I'll be a bitch.
Here.
I'll let you do it.
Good.
All right, I'm still not full, but it's not worth it no matter what you
So,
tell me.
you
Yeah,
guys,
that's probably fair.
starting with Team Quake, you get up and you see Pan. All right, losers, you guys ready to keep going?
Again, I don't know why you keep calling us losers.
Sorry, just force a habit when I look at certain people.
Yeah, I think we're all ready to get going.
See, your team leader got the spirit. Just ignore it. Just keep pushing on. It's all about the assessment or whatever.
It's all about the climb.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Well, just so you know, I'm not sure I'm Grimm in here, so keep your guard up as we enter.
All right.
Right.
And she will lead the. She will let you guys lead the way, and she'll be behind you guys.
We'd already used his numbers for the day, right? I think
Yeah.
he did.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He didn't want James to get him.
You guys walk forward, and then as you enter, you sort of see around you. Actually, what side are you guys on? You're on this side. What you guys notice as you're here is a lot of stations are set up, and there's a lot of different things. There is pickaxes, helmets, protective gear, and then general things you would use in a mine. But you also know there's like stations set up to like looks like collars, and you look at the technology, and it looks like they're shock collars meant to fit around like a human neck. It's things you know as you're walking inside, and you see that some of those shock collars are destroyed and broken open as you move forward into the mines.
Oh.
You also notice a few other interesting things, as in a few discarded whips and things that and other weird devices you don't think should be used when mining dust.
So we're sure this is like a mine, right?
Yep, dust mine owned by WO himself.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
That's what this is.
doesn't really look like it. I mean, you know, right?
Cerise will just kind of give like a sad gaze to like the fucking collars and shit.
For people like you and me, she looks back at you, Klein. It's a mine. For people like your friend, could be something worse.
Oh. Oh.
You'll figure these things out, kid, as you grow up.
Yeah.
And as she stops, she puts her. She tells you guys, hold up, and she stops, and you hear her listening for something. You hear that? You
Do I hear that?
perception checks?
Okay.
I do not hear it, believe it or not.
All right. This is wit. And I don't know why I had advantage, but it's shit
does.
anyways.
Awful. Oh, that was you actually. Oh wait, the first one was wit, and then the other one you.
Yeah, the other one's me, and then
Okay.
this is Blossom. He doesn't
The
hear
one-
anything.
The one that's competent at perception with
And then we'll get Aaron up in here.
and Blossom apparently.
I don't know why I had that advantage, but he did not do well. So, we're at that point. We're gonna cut there. Team Weed, or Wood, as it is right now for player characters.
Hey, there's 2 players on each side right now. It's even.
Steven?
Exactly.
even.
That's why I'm okay with this.
We can make it a 4v2.
Noah will be showing up in like 30 minutes, but you know.
Not if we block him.
Not if we block him.
I can take out your third teammate too.
Don't do that.
Wolf, she considers you less than the
Here,
teammate who's not.
timestamp.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
You're fine. Anyways, cutting back to you guys, you see, you see Elijah sort of looking around as you guys are resting up, and he's looking at the sort of the on the right side where you guys are fighting. There's like a cargo, like sort of cargo containers, and they're sort of quite open. You see dust coming out of it, or not dust, sort of the mineral itself hasn't been grinded down to dust yet. You see these crystals sort of falling out, and then
Pretty sure we're literally just called dust crystals.
yeah, dust crystals, yeah. And you see the destroyed bulldozers. And again, you guys also notice the whips and the shock collars sort of scattered and discarded on the ground.
I slow down, and I eventually I just come to a complete stop.
Is there a problem? You see Ginger rush over to you.
I've I've just never been into one of my mother's minds.
Oh, pretty scary thing. Pretty interesting thing. Very financially beneficial depending on who you are, who the person is. Perspective is a very important thing.
I look at Domino and I'm like, I can't even apologize enough.
I
'Cause
mean, it's not your fault.
Yeah, you didn't do this. This is WO. They're a big company. Doesn't care about anyone. Only money.
right, and I keep walking then.
Elijah will follow behind. Doesn't really say anything. He looks at the collars for a bit. You see something like he's processing something, but he just keeps going.
Rest in peace, Elijah.
So you guys move forward, and then as you guys are walking forward, going further into mines, you just hold up. I believe there is something about to happen. Perception checks.
Down, down, down. I don't have perception. I don't. I see nothing.
Why, you're blind?
I'm blind.
Blind.
Dang.
All right. So now we can do this side by side view. Both teams at that moment when your professor stopped you, you feel an earthquake happening underneath your feet, and then you see sort of stone dust falling from the ceiling as if a cave collapse about to happen. Wit notices it beforehand and sort of pushes. Wit notices beforehand pushes Usuries and Klein out of put further into the mines out of the way. As a moment later, you both teams see rocks fall out of cave in the entrance a bit and almost crush you all to death. There's a huge tumbling of boulders and rocks and stones, and dust kicks up in the air. And yeah, after a few seconds, the dust settles, and all you have for lighting is the soft glow of the crystals that are now sparkling in the mines ahead of you, and a few left on like headlamps and mining lamps.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Is everyone all right?
Should be fine. Yeah, I'm good. That was a close one. Professor, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. That was pretty conveniently placed rock slide. You guys keep going ahead. Find another way out. I'll try to catch up with you. And keep your eyes open. And you hear her like sort of running away.
I will brandish my weapon in its crossbow form.
Cutting back, now cutting to team. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Cerise is gonna go try and pick up one of the left on like mining lights or something.
Yep. Pick up a little headlamp, put it on your head. Cutting to team Weed, the same thing happens to you. And this time it is Elijah that pushes you out of the way.
Is everybody okay?
Fine. Domino, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm fine. That was pretty scary. Students, are you still alive and able to move all your limbs?
I think so.
Excellent.
Uh,
Less lawsuits on my behalf.
Excellent. I am not.
Excellent. Both my legs have been broken. No, he actually says, excellent. I may have dislocated it. There we go. Back in place. Well, it seems a very inconvenient landslide has separated us, which doesn't seem very inconvenient seeing the calculations seem to be stable. He sort of starts rambling. I believe foul play is at work. Keep going further in the mines. Be careful of anything, and we'll find another entrance point or exit point, depending on how you see things. Have fun. And you just sort of hear him scurry off.
That didn't sound suspicious at all. And I grabbed one of like the headlamps or something to get something working so that we can see.
All right. So, you guys move deeper into the caves, and as you move deeper, again you see it looks like an abandoned mine. People have just ran out of here. You do see splatters of blood. Unfortunately, you do find one or two bodies of fallen miners. All miner, both all the bodies being I don't know why it always their name
Fauna?
eludes me every time. There,
Faunus.
Faunus. There we go. All of them Faunus, unfortunately, as you move past them, lifeless. And then as you get deeper and deeper, you just see more of the glow of the crystal sort of guide your way. Eventually, both teams, you will hear the sound of a creature of Grimm making movements and noise. And your job was to eliminate the Grimm in the mine, so you press forward toward that direction.
James.
Yeah.
Cerise would at the first body would go up to it and see if they had like any sort of identification, like an ID card or something.
You look around for a bit, and what you find is not identification, but you do see a barcode tattooed on the back of their neck with the identification number. What you
Why
think?
would you make it worse?
Cerise will just move on.
Aaron also will go up to you, but he doesn't say. He's about to say something, but he stops himself when he sees the ID code, and just sort of puts his eyes to the ground and keeps following. And just follows behind you quietly. Eventually, let's start with who we started last time. Let's do team lead now. Eventually, team lead. You guys, the sort of tunnels you've been going through in the different directions you're going through, following the noises, open up to a bigger sort of a cavern. You see that there is massive stone pillars that have been sort of carved out to keep the structural support of this part of this section of the mine. Immediately, you see massive barrels of crystals, different of dust crystals with different properties scattered along the this massive room, and you also see a mine cart, which you've been following as well. And the mine cart, you find the actual cart that the rail is attached to, I would say. And there's blue dust crystals on top inside of that. The thing that gets you most is that you see a small creature moving in one of the crates, one of the barrels further in. Do we kill it? You see Emerald say as she sort of like pulls out her bow.
Uh, let's find out what it is first.
At the very
And-
least, be ready to kill it.
Yeah, keep your bow up, but don't do anything yet. And I kind of slowly approach the barrel.
All right.
I'm gonna like whistle at it to see. I can't whistle, so don't expect me to. But I kind of whistle
Right.
at it.
You whistle. How far are you from it? Give me some feet.
10, 15 feet from it.
15 feet. Okay. Anyone else going up with her? Elijah's staying back with Emerald.
Go up with her as the melee person.
All right. So you guys are done. Okay. You whistle, and then you see its head pop up. What you see is a larger, mechanic wise, you see it's a small creature, but it's a larger looking squirrel. Pop its head up, and of course that's sort of that black and red pattern that the Grimm do have. It is a Grimm squirrel, but it just sort of looks at you curiously. And it seems to be gnawing at the dust crystals mindlessly. Not even looks like it's digesting it, just gnawing at it as it just sort of tilts its head a little bit, a curiosity at your whistle.
Hi. Hey there, little buddy. I kind of like drop into a crouch and I kind of pull some dust from my lantern and kind of hold it out to the squirrel. James, you give me a cute animal, I'm gonna go after the cute animal.
All right, Domino, what do you do?
Literally a Grimm. I am.
Give me a cute animal, I'm gonna go for it.
I've got my hammer here. Kind of looking at it suspiciously, ready to strike if it like makes an aggressive move, but also just like watching for any other movement in the area.
All right, so it now approaches within 5 feet of Wish in you, as it sort of sniffs at your dust, then looks at you, and then in the same motion it repeats the exact same pitch of your whistle, and then when it does so, you hear howling, and we're gonna cut away. So back on this team Quake. You guys are also fine. You guys are also following a minecart rail. It's sort of a two-way minecart rail. That's sort of and that's open up to what was again corridors is now converged to two minecart rails. One looks like leaves the mine, one goes further in, and you're flanked by looks like a massive corridor of mined out dust. With it's like a two-story, has ladders leading up to the second story, and you guys are moving down this track. And I need all of you to make me a perception check.
That's okay. I'm gonna crit.
Oh
Dang.
boy, more perception. Blossom, Wit, Cerise.
All right, Cerise and Klein, and let me make Aaron real quick. All right, Cerise and Klein, you guys are about. It didn't take you long. It's about 20 feet into this corridor. Something's off. There's been darkness about this entire place with only the crystals and the lamps lighting up the area, but there seems to be like a lingering darkness, like it's almost like clouds of shadow in this area, and you guys take notice to that.
This doesn't feel right.
What doesn't feel right? What's going on?
It's a little bit too dark.
It looks fine to me. Just looks a little dusty down here.
Wait, do you not see what I'm talking about?
I do see what you're talking about. It's not quite dust, but it's not quite. Maybe that's what crystal dust looks like. He starts murmuring to himself.
I do think it looks a little bit dark.
Oh, what if these are Grimm?
And with that, Cerise, you notice that the dust seems to converge together a bit and start moving around, like it's a living thing.
I think you might not be too far off with it by saying that. We should probably get ready then.
Yeah.
All right. Do you approach? You're a bit ways. You're about like 20 feet away from this, where the dust is moving around. Do you move close to it, or do you stay your ground?
I'm gonna stay my ground.
I'm also gonna stay my ground, and Blossom.
Alright.
I'll have Blossom come up.
How?
Just like between us, like maybe 10 feet.
Well, we don't have our strategist tell us what to do, so Aaron's gonna move up.
I'll just run around like chickens. It's okay.
So we'll say Wit moves up with Aaron, and then we'll do this. All right. So as you guys move closer, you see the dust gets the dust around you gets more violent, and it moves and it turns, and suddenly you see red eyes appear in it, and its body becomes more sleek like a snake, and you see the dust form into these shadowy fangs and its translucent grim body, and yeah,
Hmm.
you see for the first time there's not a look of excitement like usually when Aaron's fighting Grimm. He actually puts his guard down, and you see his arms are shaking. With that,
Oh.
we're going to put people.
Watch me
We're gonna
roll a 1.
starting with team. Actually, we'll do all on the same initiative. So we can see. Everyone, put down your token. Everyone, roll initiative.
Oh, on the map?
So yeah, everyone can see the same initiative.
Okay, I'll
I
get
feel
there.
like my token's somewhere on here already.
I can't roll for anything
No.
with my initiative.
Garrett, roll as well as I did.
I'll try. Okay. We got Wit. And we got Cerise. And why does my computer hate me?
Ready you? Oops,
Yeah.
that was public.
It's just being Blossom. Amazing initiative rolls on Blossom as always.
Oh yeah. Blossom doesn't have dex, do they?
They have the opposite of Dex.
Okay, well I'm gonna have to freaking potty ka
Last but not least,
Aaron out of the way.
What do you mean?
I don't know, I feel like Aaron is gonna get killed in a second.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh my! Oh, that's not good. For you. That's not good for Team Weed.
You need
All right.
Aaron and Emerald. So
What do you mean it's not good for Team Weed? What's not good for Team Weed?
It's fine. It's fine.
I don't know. I'm assuming the thing that rolled a 13 is for us because it's the snake, and pretty sure y'all have the other stuff. Unless that's Emerald and Aaron, but I don't think it is.
Yeah, speaking of which, do...
Yeah, I'm about to.
Okay,
do it.
okay.
Oh,
Because you're going to concern me more if Aaron doesn't get an initiative tracker slot.
What do you mean?
Please, don't do my boy like that.
He's just rolling like crap. And Emerald.
I don't think Aaron was rolled on the tracker.
Was it not?
No.
I mean, I don't see him on the
Yeah,
tracker.
I don't see him on the tracker either. There he is.
There you are.
Actually, that doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally where he would be.
All right, cool. So, with that, let us.
Hey, you actually remembered
move.
Emerald this time.
Okay. With that, we're going to move to Team Weeds combat. You see two wolves emerge from the side, looking very, very grimy and very angry as they're sort of just gnawing their teeth at you. And I need to put your other teammates on the battle option. That makes sense.
I'm gonna get a drink.
The initiative disappeared for me though.
Did not, did it?
Yeah, we can't see it cross map. We only
That's
see what's on the map.
I'll let you guys know.
Okay, then
Yep.
I'm just gonna get rid of the turn order thingy. Or at least shrink it so it's out of my sight.
I was going to say, I don't
Go
know how you
away.
can get rid of it.
I'm trying to get it to go away, but it won't. It can only go so far.
So, these wolves. Well, first, Emerald's gonna get a free shot off. She's gonna shoot one shot because you told her to keep the bow ready, and she's gonna miss. And she shoots at the squirrel and misses.
To be fair, the squirrel's pretty damn small.
Yeah.
These guys. So,
And I would imagine squirrels are pretty dexterous.
this little wolfy boy right here is going to make some attacks at Elijah. So it's going to try to bite down on him.
It actually crits Elijah 3 times and
Actually,
kills
crits Elijah 3 times and he dies horribly. He's gonna miss first attack.
No.
Second one's gonna be also a miss, unfortunately. Big poison man. Cool. And this one's going to make an attack. It's gonna bite down on on Wish. I'm gonna crit. You're gonna
I'm
take.
the healer.
You're gonna take 11 points of damage.
Oh,
Then I'm gonna make
at
a
least
claw
my
attack
aura's
at you.
still up.
What's your AC?
Well, right now it's an 11 because we didn't know we were coming into a fight.
So you're taking 7 points of damage after that.
So a total of 18.
Yes.
It's okay, Wolf. I'm saluting you.
F in chat.
And
I
for
then-
have
Wish.
3
your turn.
aura left.
Next up is gonna be the squirrel. And the squirrel's gonna.
I hate you, squirrel.
The squirrel's gonna start its turn now.
Oh no.
Or James does what he wants. Hey, Rebel. I think it just moved away from you.
Oh wait, never mind. Hold on. No, I can
What?
do what I want because guess what? I can bonus action disengage.
You're an animal.
Sir.
Bonus action disengage. Actually, I'm going to stay there, and I'm going to. He's going. You see the squirrel fly up, 20 feet, and we're going to start with this. This is more fun than the other thing. I'm going to make some attacks. So I'm going to make an attack at Domino.
Oh, James.
Rude.
And Emerald. I don't hit Domino, I hit Wish.
Of course you did.
And I don't hit Emerald, I just hit Wish.
Wish should take 15 light damage. Are you down?
Yeah.
I wonder how our fight's gonna go. I have a question, James.
Yeah.
So we're using your death save rules, right?
Yeah.
Does that not include the aura? Or
No, we're including all together. We're including all together.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
I asked this
cool.
first session. I mean, session 0.
So,
I
yeah,
go down.
Remember,
I-
keep your minuses because we're using
Yeah,
it's my
I'm at
system.
yeah. I'm at -1.
Okay.
So you barely got me down.
All right. Emerald's gonna take 9 points of damage.
Oh, he's here to save us.
Who?
I've never been so happy to see Noah's name.
Oh,
pop up.
dang it! Is he coming
Oh,
here on the
shit.
fight starting?
He just got a roll 20.
Stop.
All right.
Why? This
and,
does nothing to affect
Emerald's going
you.
to make a intelligence saving throw.
He got one of the worst initiatives on our team, too.
'Cause James
Emerald's
can't
going to
roll.
fail. And you see Emerald's
No, I
sort of
rolled
like
for him.
scream for a second. We're dropping to her knees. When she opens her eyes again, her eyes are red.
Also, what do you mean? We got
Whoa,
a fucking
whoa, whoa,
17.
whoa, whoa.
I can't see the initiative. All I know is I crit and lost.
And that's going to be the squirrel's turn. Klein. While they
Yeah.
try to figure out what to do with that. Klein, what you see
I'm gonna move Blossom up one more.
is that thing.
Oh,
You see a massive swirling darkness of a Grimm, a transparent looking like a Grimm snake, as it just stands there looking like it's about to strike.
Man, James, I wonder if we fought this before.
Oh, it's much scarier.
Oh, it's
Hey.
scarier. Oh no.
I have no idea what this is. Well, I'm gonna knight in shining armor here.
Oh, Noah's typing. Nope, you stopped typing.
Uh, we're gonna run up to it.
All right.
We're gonna bonus action summon Soul behind him.
Got it.
All right, everyone, stay behind me. We can do this. And going to pike hit
All right.
him twice.
Roll the hit.
I'm gonna elemental offense on both of them.
All right.
Does that hit?
Yes,
19?
you hit. Yes, you hit.
All right, that's a 15. And
15?
then
Got it.
second attack is a 22. So that's 15 more. Nice.
So you did 30 in total? 15,
Yeah,
15?
30 in total.
Okay.
And 16 of that's fire damage.
16 of that was fire? Okay.
Yeah, 16 of that's fire. I don't know if that matters, but
It does, because I was about to say, as your pike goes through, you feel it sort of not connecting as much as you think it should.
Huh. Feel like my weapon's not doing as much as it could be, guys. Be a little careful. And that's my turn.
Got it. Roll 20 moving into mine.
Maybe
Stop roll 20.
your hits aren't hitting perfectly just because it's kind of see-through, I guess.
That must be it.
Alright. So, next up, is that your full turn?
Yes.
Alright. Domino, it's time for you to save the day.
All right.
That scrolls
It
20
was
feet in the air.
Okay, we're gonna go after the wolf.
I was like, that scrolls 20 feet in the air before you start hitting it.
Okay, I was debating. I was like, which one do I want to go for first? The answer is the wolf.
You hit.
Right. We're gonna brutal strike this bad boy as always.
Alright.
All right.
So
yeah.
the total of what? The
Total of
21.
21.
Got it. Alright.
He's still up.
Let me check. He's hurting, but he's still up.
All right, we're gonna do it again, but with less of a brutal strike.
Alright. You hit. Okay, that does. Yep, it's down. You take it down with another swing.
Well, that was 20.
Alright. So,
And
you have a
Yeah.
bleeding out witch next to you. There's a wolf attacking. And Emerald doesn't look too good. You have movement.
well, and
Movement
I
and
have
bonus
a
action.
movement and a bonus action.
Yes.
So, how long is it until Elijah goes? Or, he already went this round. So
No, he
it's
hasn't.
gonna be a minute.
Elijah's not
He
one.
hasn't?
No, you're the first one to go on the team weed.
Okay.
Elijah is the
So-
second one to go.
Okay. So we're gonna run over here. And I'm gonna use my bonus action on the unarmed strike.
You roll again because you have advantage.
Wit.
Oh fuck, you're right.
Yes, I'm here.
Yay!
Okay, we
It
got
doesn't
our
matter
full-
for you.
Wit.
Are you not British strike? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say you're not British strike.
We're getting there, okay?
Declare that
11.
beforehand.
I'm
You're a British
Alright.
strike. I just heard unarmed strike. All right, so 11, we got it.
Wish, you know how or Wit, you know how you've been training Wish all this time and how to properly fight?
I can see. I have
You
a-
didn't do a good job.
Yeah. By the way, this is Noah. I know we're recording.
Oh, I know. I just
Well, that's not really a recording. That's more of when we're all playing RP. Usually me, I call people by their player names, unless we're like doing something really breaking character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's just how
my
I got
brain
it.
hurts too much to pay attention.
All right. So speaking of you, so Domino, is that the end of your turn? Domino.
I said yeah.
Okay, it didn't pick up.
Yeah, it didn't pick up.
So
Oh, okay.
we're gonna go over to Wit. Are you ready?
Yeah, I don't even see turn order, so.
It's
It's
fine.
your turn.
That's the thing. It's
Yeah.
your turn. So quick breakdown. Wit. Aaron looks scared. You can say something to him. It's talking his reaction. He doesn't like he's ready to fight. You're fighting a massive snake shadow thing. And yeah. And Klein said weapons aren't as effective as you think they might be.
Oh, great. Okay, just a general question. So I know that the red spikes are supposed to be like dust crystals in a mine cart. Can I shoot those?
Yes.
But I know one thing: Klein is gonna get incinerated.
Listen, I'm a fire guy. It's okay.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Volatile dust in a very small enclosed mine.
Oh yeah, by the way, there
Nothing
was a
could go
cave-in.
wrong. Oh shit! Where?
There was a
Behind
cave. You're
us.
separated from you're
We're
separated from
separated
professors.
from
Right now,
Pam.
this is life or death. There is no professors to help you right now.
Oh shit. Okay. Shit. Okay. Wow. Just dropped into the thick of things. It got done with differential calculus or not differential calculus, differential equations, and now I'm just like, okay. Monster. Okay. Shit. I want to shoot it.
Okay.
I want to see where
Shoot
that
it?
gets me. I want to shoot
Okay.
that son of a bitch.
So you're using your action to shoot. You gonna do anything to make your shooting better?
Well, I mean, you know what? I would like to use up some mana.
Okay.
For hunting glare.
Got it.
Which this is just a bonus action, so I'm gonna.
Mm-hmm. So your bonus action hunting glaring.
Oh, what the hell's that sound? Okay, sorry about that. I heard something
You're fine.
outside. Hunting glare, but yeah, I'm gonna shoot it. So let's see. Does that hit? No.
What was hunting glare do again?
Hunting glare is a bonus action and mana to check the condition. Oh wait, shit. Wait, where is it?
What did you mean to cast? Thought you trying to do study glare?
Studied strike is what I
Study
meant. Yeah,
study
not-
glare or study attack. Do you have study attack by the way?
Studied
There's
attack
studied-
is whenever you're using studied strike.
Okay, do you have it though? I'm wondering, do you have that?
Yes,
Okay,
I have
so-
studied strike.
You were correct that you do a bonus damage when you're using study attack. I thought you just meant you doing study strike. So that you do bonus damage when you're using your studied bonus. I just didn't know you were using that. Just to clarify. So you bonus action study strike. So you got it a +1. So you have a +1 on them right now, and
On
you
my
missed
attack.
that attack.
Okay.
No, you have a +1 just stored away. You can use it
Just
when you
stored
want.
away, yeah. I
Yeah.
can use it whenever I want.
Probably not on that attack though.
You know what? Can I move?
You can still move.
Yeah.
Alright.
And you also have a second attack because you have extra attack as
Yeah,
a warrior.
extra attack as a warrior. Before I move, I'm going to tell Aaron to calm down, get it together. We'll make it out of this.
Okay.
And now let's get up there with Klein and attack with the sword.
Have advantage on that? It
Hits.
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Confirm the crit.
That's
okay.
11 points of damage, but I have a feeling that breaks down into 2.
No, it's not that low.
It's not that terrible. All right, you cut into it again. You feel the same thing. You're not doing a full effectiveness, but you do hurt it as it sort of winces back in pain and hisses at you. So that was your attack, extra attack, bonus action, and I think you have more movement left. And that's it. So you're gonna stay there.
Yeah, I'm going to stay there. That's my turn.
Okay. Elijah's gonna be up next. Okay. Domino, can you handle this one?
Yeah.
All right. He's gonna take a talker opportunity. He can reach. I think he can reach there. Can he reach there? Oh, no, he can't reach there.
James, what's his
Oh wait, yeah, he's you're right. Hold on. You're
Yeah.
Wait, is
perfectly
that
right.
the squirrel?
Actually, you know what? He doesn't even have
that
to
is
do
the
that.
squirrel.
Oh, God.
I forgot about this. He doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, he
You
has
see him.
he's got his
He
teleport.
says, "Yeah, because it's dim. It's this entire place is dim.
Mm-hmm.
So you just see him move
Wow.
here.
He
Mr.
exists.
Elijah.
Well, that will move like here's 20 feet or 20 feet out.
He just exists there now.
Moves
Yeah.
like there. That's 5, 10. Yeah. Yes. Can you make that distance? Can you go the distance? Yes, you can. Okay, you can. He made that. And he's gonna use his action to do a medicine check.
And failed.
Failed.
Thanks for the effort, though, Elijah.
Alright. Next up is
Thank you.
Cerise.
Have fun with your new team leader, Domino.
Oh shit! It's me.
BRB.
Cerise has
Alright.
so many things that she can do.
Like.
Like
Not die.
loading a gun's a bonus action is a full action, right?
Yes. If
Okay,
you're
we're just
out
gonna
of
go
ammo.
5, 10. I'm not out of ammo. I want to swap my ammo.
Okay. Well, what are you swapping to?
Light dust.
Oh, okay.
I just have it on like regular ammo right now, so
Go ahead.
cool. That's gonna be my action. And I don't have bonus actions, and I'm in a good spot already.
Alright. Next up's gonna be Emerald. Emerald sort of twitches a bit. Is it let me see, is it start or end? Actually, is it just yeah, it's still end. Got it. Got it. Oh, this is terrifying. I love it.
Back.
Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. So Emerald is going to just twitch for a minute, then move her bow immediately over to Domino and take a shot at Domino.
Bruh. Does she hit?
She hits, but she doesn't
Okay.
have to go. She doesn't have to go all. Oh, I didn't roll yet. She didn't hit. Unless your AC is. Is your AC? What's your AC?
My AC's a 15.
Oh, never mind. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
not a
I'm-
problem.
I'm
But all
doing some
technic-
skittish reflexes.
Oh, okay. So you take half damage. I'm correct.
Yeah, half.
All right. So you take 5 points damage. Because you know she still doesn't. She doesn't go all out. She just has to attack you. And the second attack's gonna
See,
be Elijah.
I was concerned that she was gonna go all out, and that's why I said it.
All right. Gonna hit Elijah. Elijah's gonna take 5 points of damage. And that's gonna be your turn. Cool. Now to have fun. So.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see how many people I kill.
I'm just gonna prematurely put an F in chat.
That works.
So how is it worth it?
No.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it. So, what's gonna happen is you see the creature sort of rowl back and hiss violently, and it's gonna quickly, before you can even react, go straight down and try to bite at you, Klein.
That makes sense.
What's your AC?
15.
All right, I miss your attack, and then he's gonna immediately go over and attack Wit. What's your AC?
16.
All right, I'm gonna hit you, Wit, and you're gonna take 10 points of wind damage. And then you can't react to this because he's moving so quickly. Goes straight past you, goes over to Aaron, and makes one more attack.
Bruh.
Bro, what is
Gonna
this
hit.
snake?
And
It's
Aaron
green,
takes 12
I
points
know
of damage.
that.
And then it sort of stays there.
Did
I
that
hate
thing
you.
just go through us?
Ow.
It's sort of hissing around violently, just moved past you. All you feel was a gust of wind go through you, and before you knew it, two of you got hit, and it's behind you now.
How much damage did
12.
Wit? They took 12 each.
Oh, Wit took 10, and Aaron
And Aaron took 12. Okay.
All right, it's Aaron's
I
turn.
just feel defiled.
Aaron's gonna make a wisdom save with advantage. All right.
Sounds about right.
Aaron looks frightened, but he's still gonna hold his ground. He's gonna make some attacks at disadvantage. So we're gonna start off with the punch, but we're not gonna boxer thing. Oh, did I hit? Did I miss? I think I missed that one. Actually, no, I don't. It's a flat out. Never mind. But I still missed, but it's flat because you guys are still flanking it. So this first attack.
Good job, Wit.
Roll again. I hit. And sorry, I probably should declare brutal strikes.
Yeah, you didn't
I'll
declare
allow this
anything.
one time
Oh,
for
well.
myself. I'll allow myself to remind myself. A brutal strike. It's also going to have a thing make con save, but we're going to do a brutal strike this thing out, and he's going to double his he's gonna sacrifice some of his health. So deal 9 damage, extra damage to him. So he does 16 points of damage in that hit and loses 5 health. And then he loses 30 mana as well. Track of that. Alright. And then attack. Is it doing something? Oh yeah, con save from this guy. Constitution save. Gonna pass. And he's gonna lose 15 mana. You see Aaron sort of his hands or around his hands glow more violently as it turns like it was almost like a toxic bubbles around his hands. He strikes into the creature, but you see the creature sort of shakes off whatever that was, and his hands turn back to normal.
Okay.
And he's gonna bonus action do one more punch. He's gonna miss.
Man, good thing you didn't declare anything on that.
Yeah.
I don't think studied glare could have helped you there.
No, I don't think so.
So, next up, roll me a d6. Wish.
Just
There's a
roll one.
D6.
Roll that 1d6. All right, you now are. You take 4 more points of damage as you're still bleeding out. It's been yeah. This will be your one
Oh,
round. This is the first
what
round you've been down. Huh?
Okay. What can I go
After-
down to again?
You go down to your maximum. So at both numbers together, your maximum health.
Okay. 32.
You're probably gonna die from 5 rounds if you die from that, unless someone hits you
Yeah.
again. All right,
Bro,
Blossom.
watch.
No watch.
Klein's gonna run over there and just destroy Wish.
Sorry, Klein's not the one with a grudge against us, so.
Yeah, but I do what I need to.
Wow, I feel loved.
No, I think you just do it for Garrett.
Blossom, whenever
No.
you're ready.
Oh, cool. Sorry.
I do it for Noah.
It would make sense.
Blossom's gonna run 1, 2, 3.
All right, got it.
And I'm gonna need it to make. Oh, why is that? Right. I saw my mouse on OBS and thought it was on my other monitor. All right. I'm gonna need him to. I'm gonna need the boy to make me a DC 15 Dex saving throw.
Fail.
Fail.
Yes.
Sick-o mode.
I hate you.
Okay. What happens?
A bunch of roots shoot out
All right.
like of the ground and in a nice little line,
Got it.
and they deal
Jesus.
19 earth damage.
Oh my god.
Got
That
it.
was a good roll.
So that's a very good roll.
Okay.
And
That was
then
pretty good for you.
Blossom will use his remaining movement to return here.
It did not like that at all. As it hisses now, and now it looks really angry at Blossom.
That makes sense.
Next up is going to be the wolf. it's going to make an attack at Domino. Surprise, surprise. You killed its friend, so it loses some damage. But first attack is going to hit. Second attack is going to miss.
Hit
You
or
take
miss.
7 points of damage, Domino.
Whoa, that hurt.
Scroll turn. Scroll turn.
Squirrel can go die in a hole, James.
Squirrel turn.
Ow,
Scroll turn.
this makes me happy. I wish we were fighting a squirrel.
I tried to be friendly and it backfired, and
The
I
squirrel's
don't
gonna
like it.
it's gonna fly down. It's gonna fly down to 5 feet. It's gonna fly down to 5 feet so it can bite at Sorry, 10 feet. It flies down to 10 feet. 10 feet. 10 feet. 10 feet off ground so it can hit. No, it can't. 5 feet. 5 feet off the ground. Attack Elijah. So first attack is going to miss. Second attack, it's gonna hit. Elijah's gonna take 12 points of damage.
Oof. Ouchie, Elijah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm with the wolf.
Yeah.
And then it's going to bonus action disengage and go up to that same 20 feet altitude. Climb.
All right. We're gonna move around like it's a merry-go-round. Let's
Alright.
go. Poo poo poo.
I got
Pew
it.
pew pew. I'm gonna make my bonus action, so Mr. Soul makes his 2 attacks.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm glad he's just base advantage. That's gonna miss. This is the 21 hit.
21 does hit.
That's 4 fire damage.
Cool.
All right. And then first I'm gonna start attacking. I'm going to use elemental offense, but I'm going to add a little bit of extra mana to use my dual hit elemental
Got it.
aid.
Got
So
it.
let's hope I hit first.
That's a crit.
Good to know. All right, so I don't add both of those dice, so it's only 11 or it's only 12 damage, but
Which has fire.
6.
Got it.
And what did I say? I was doing dual hit.
I think you said dual hit.
Wow, I should have just clicked the button. All right, so an ally within 5 feet of me can use their reaction to attack any creature hit by this ability. So if my boy Aaron wants to make a slam at it,
Okay. Aaron's gonna make an attack. He's gonna boxer sting. He's gonna boxer sting. Double up on his whatchamacallit. Double up on brutal strike, and can he use double strike in this thing? No. He's gonna go the full 8 miles here. Bonus. He hasn't used his bonus action yet. Yeah, he's gonna also bonus. Actually, get bonus action his turn, so he's just gonna bonus brutal strike. I forget. Reaction. He's going to brutal strike and boxer sting. Final answer. Boxer sting. Oof. That is the worst thing in the world. He misses.
well, it's okay because we're just gonna do the same exact thing.
Oh my god.
No.
I rolled the same numbers.
How?
Fuck Ian.
How,
But I lose the 6 there, so that's 19 damage and
How much that's fire?
6.
Okay. Sorry.
But since I did that again, all right, Blossom.
A blossom?
Yeah,
Yeah, Blossom, go.
Oh,
it's
shit.
within 5 feet of me.
Oh, okay, cool.
An attack, so you remember, attack.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll use a dazing strong strike, or yeah, because I can't heal anyone right now.
This is my 3rd crit this
Sorry,
combat.
before
I'd like
for the
to
damage, how much that was
6 fire, and then 13 piercing.
Okay, thank you.
We're gonna go for that. That's gonna miss horribly.
You have advantage.
I do have
Yeah.
advantage.
Mhm.
That's gonna probably hit.
That hits, yes.
All right. They will take 11 earth damage,
Got it.
and I need it to make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Fail.
It is dazed until the end of their next turn.
Was that disadvantage on attack rolls?
I'm not familiar with the daze condition.
Well, look it up for me real quick while I go through the turns. So, Klein, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Domino. Oh.
Kill it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to.
Ian, computer's melting. Can I ask you to look that up for me?
It's at half movement speed, disadvantage on attack rolls, and disadvantage on dex saves.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna do the 2d4 brutal strike on Mr. Wolf.
Yeah, crit.
Okay.
It's dead.
Yeah, but she has brutal strike too.
You want to roll it. It's dead. You just go, and you see its skull burst open for it turns into dust. It...
Only 34 damage.
It was
Wow.
only already injured before that happened. That was the one attack. Continue your turn.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do, I'm over here, right?
Yeah.
Switching to Mr. Shotgun mode.
Got it.
Okay. Yeah. And we're gonna do that 2d4 brutal strike on him.
That's gonna hit. Wait, shotgun hits, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You see, as soon as you hit the squirrel with the shotgun, the shell goes off into its body. Suddenly, you see Emerald shake your hands like, what? What's happening?
Yeah, okay.
And the squirrel looks pissed off at you.
Mr. Squirrel is still up.
Yes. You did 15
I
points
did
damage.
15.
It is
Yeah.
still up and alive.
Alright. Well, I can't unarmed strike a freaking squirrel in the air.
You can unarmed strike Wish.
Yeah.
Please do
Unarmed
not.
strike wish.
Please do not. I
Sink
want
all your
to
FP
live.
into it.
No. No, thank you. So yeah, I think I'm done.
All right.
James, I'd like to apologize for critting twice.
Wait.
I would like to apologize for critting.
I'd like to apologize for critting.
I understand doing it once.
let me
No,
put
it's
that.
just twice.
Yeah.
We're
the same
already
roll.
at 3 crits now already?
I'm at 3 for myself, James,
Oh, so we're at 4 crits.
because I crit on initiative.
We're at 4 crits. Go ahead, Whit.
All right. So I have advantage on this thing, right?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. I'm just gonna keep hacking at it, and at the same time, I'm also gonna keep using studied strike. So I'm gonna get that +2, but I'm not gonna use it.
Okay, guys, I guess we're in the session. It's crazy how
Hey,
things
hey,
happen
don't
like
worry.
that.
Hey, he
So,
apologized in
wait,
advance.
don't
Hope
worry.
you guys enjoy.
Don't worry. I apologize in advance, and also to make it up to you, I rolled a 1.
You didn't expert strike that. That's the fun part.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so you okay? Cool.
So I do that, and now I want to hit it again.
So, okay, you hit.
Yeah, you couldn't expert strike that if you wanted to because you already studied.
Yep. Cool. You hit it, and it's hurting, but it's oh, no, the scribe, you take it down.
Oh, really? Even with the
Yeah.
resistance?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I don't think
You
you
got crit
understand.
like twice.
That is fair.
So, rather simple. Two, I like to imagine it's just like two very quick cuts around its neck is what kills it.
And you see it sort of violently moves around. The air sort of dissipates and falls, and it's quiet after that. But before you guys can relax, uh, you just hear a loud shotgun blast coming ahead of you.
Oh shit!
Sounds like we should get a go right now.
That that doesn't sound good. We should probably see what that is. Aaron, wait, I'll heal you up when we get there.
I have no idea what the fuck's going on because I just got here. So yeah, let's go.
I just mentally checked in.
No, you have to wait till your turn, you whore.
Oh, I
Wait,
know.
you still have movement left. You want to move forward? It's
1,
coming
2,
from this
3, 4,
direction.
5, 6. Or wait.
Yeah, yeah, but
Yeah, I would have been there anyways. I was counting in my head.
all right. So
I
next
hope
up
that's
is
not
going to be
uranium.
Elijah.
Bro, that's wind dust.
I'm no good at this. And he sort of just pulls out his shield and just blasts it at the squirrel.
Beautiful.
And the squirrel's about to make me what is this thing that he calls it? Actually, we're gonna be he's gonna put this plant the shield on the ground and unhook turn it into a gun, and he's gonna shoot twice at the squirrel. So first attack at the squirrel. It's gonna miss. Second attack at the squirrel.
Miss.
Gonna miss.
Miss.
All right.
Sweating.
How did that miss?
And
I'm upset.
Well, it's clear. That's Mike's character.
It
You
is
know
Mike's
what?
character
Oh,
using a
that is
rifle.
accurate.
I don't. I like how Mike wrote elements of growth, but didn't pick an elements of growth. He wrote out the description of elemental growth.
Oh, he
didn't
took
pick
the
one.
double PP bonus action.
Okay, I see it now.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
it's like further. It's like 3 bars lower. Okay, you can't do this bonus action then. I guess he'll start prepping a elemental strike. Sorry, yeah, elemental shot. Elemental shot. All right, Cerise.
Ah, shit. Okay. Well, Cerise isn't gonna use any meta knowledge and keep the gun loaded with light dust, as she goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. I can't move anywhere else.
All right.
Because
Wait, y'all are getting meta knowledge?
Magical ammunition.
Well, we assume we're going towards y'all, and y'all are fighting a squirrel that
Nope,
has
we're
used
meeting
light
the
damage
squirrels.
on us. Hold on, y'all.
Emerald's gonna run forward and going to use 2 PP. She's gonna generate 2 PP with her her action to do elemental shot. And yeah, she'll do elemental shot for now. So we're gonna do that. And that I think hits. Yes. Alright. And so we're going to do that one. Plus that. Alright, I did it in there. I did the same thing, that's weird. So she's going to do 19 points of damage to the thing. It's not looking too well, but it's still up. Alright. As she sort of shoots off, then she's going to. So that's a hit, so she's going to 2 more. She's going to use that 2 PP she just generated to make another attack. Another boosted And did she do something else? I feel like she did something else.
Another boosted boy.
Another boosted boy. You know what she's gonna do? She's gonna disabling shot this, and also double. Actually, no, she can't double. She'll disabling shot. No, she'll double. She'll do a double shot on this one. So she's gonna get you at disadvantage. So boosted shot. Gonna miss. She's gonna lose that 20 mana, and that's going to be
Homie got ranged though.
her turn. All right, Aaron. You see Aaron sort of snap out of it when the creature goes down, and he seems back to himself. He's like, sorry about that, and he just charges forward. How fast can Aaron go? That scares me because I think he can go very fast. 40-foot movement, and he has that bonus action, doesn't he? Yes, he does. Aaron can go.
Off the map. Aaron goes bye-bye.
Aaron goes very far. Yep. He's already on the next map.
Aaron go, New!
My boy is gone.
Bonus action. That was bonus action, and his movement got him, and his action got him like at the beginning of this map. So,
Where are they coming from? At the very bottom?
that's an interesting question, isn't it?
I want to hope maybe. Oh, that's where y'all came from.
Yeah, that's where
Okay.
we came from. Yeah, I assumed you guys would be down there at the other end of the track.
All right. So that was 85, and he has 40 more feet. 120.
A meaty lad.
Damn, I wish I was a meaty lad.
You literally do like 20 damage a hit.
All right, he's
So
going to turn there.
Can I take that damage?
Are you
No.
guys doing okay? As he runs, sprints towards you.
You can take it better than Aaron can.
So I need another d6. Wish.
I sad.
Wish
Just
is
don't
not
roll a
doing
6.
okay.
That's not a 6.
The dice want to kill me.
How close are you?
Oh.
I'm at -10.
Second round, -10. So Blossom.
Ah, shit. I got back just in time. Let's see. So, where the fuck did Aaron go?
He went down off the
He
map
went-
to the other one.
He went, New!
He has bonus action dash.
And he moved at a 40. So he was just gone.
Where exactly did he go
Eric
off the
said,
map?
where did Aaron
Straight
go?
down.
He came
Straight
onto our
down.
map.
Straight
Yeah,
down.
yeah. Okay, so that's where they're okay.
Yeah, he's on our map now.
Okay.
He's further into your map. He's not just passed off. He's in their map. He's well in their map.
Jesus Christ, Aaron.
I love Aaron.
All right. So Blossom's gonna start by going 5, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, bonus action dash. 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. He's not just off the map, is he?
No, I'll show you where he's at. He's right here. Your start is here.
Lad.
You can see him. He ran so fast.
All right, fuck it. Action dash.
It's beautiful.
Just go back. Just go back.
Okay.
I have to drag a new token onto the other one anyway, so it'll be 5 feet of movement.
Yeah.
Starting positions here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so that's 5 of my 45.
Uh, 10, 15, 25.
Blossom sees an unconscious Wish.
30,
With a worrying amount of
35,
blood out of his body.
40,
Yeah,
45.
that's normally supposed to be in.
Hey, Blossom, you're really fast.
I'm trying to be fast. Very fast tree moving at incredibly fast
Wait.
Yeah,
pace.
don't you know trees move faster than
You
people?
see a tree Naruto running toward the battle,
Grover IRL.
outrunning Aaron.
Grover used its mouse too.
With nimble. Time
Is
to
that
go
a
fast.
whole Blossom?
Yeah, I used movement, bonus action, and action for all for dash. So, yeah.
Alright, cool. And now for my... Actually, we'll wait for that one then. Now for my next trick.
I don't like that.
We're going to make one attack at Domino.
Oh,
I hit.
stop.
Domino, I need intelligence saving throw from you, and you take 9 points of light damage.
Sorry.
Alright, you're fine. Then I'm gonna make one at Emerald again. I miss. And then we're gonna make one at Elisha. I hit.
It's okay.
Elijah's
I have faith
okay.
Elijah will pass the save.
Elijah takes 13 points of damage. Elijah's aura is popped. And then we need intelligence save.
Wolf, the good news is you have all your
Okay.
mana to use still.
You see Elijah drop to his knees, and he also starts his eyes turn red as he looks like he's ready for bloody murder.
Oh,
Elijah always looks like he's ready for bloody murder,
But his
though.
eyes are red this
Out
time.
in the sickness. He's
Fine.
down with the sick.
Alright.
This time he looks edgy.
We're just gonna.
I'm not gonna do my homework.
It's right there. Let me make sure.
feel
Can
like
I
that was-
see the squirrel from here? Oh, I'm
Oh no, I'm saying I feel like that was not as efficient as movement.
what? Yeah, that's a dash.
And I'm
That's a-
saying that wasn't efficient movement, is what I was saying.
I know.
Okay,
Listen,
that's great.
can I see the squirrel from there?
Is that 5, 10, 15, 20? Yeah, you can see the scroll.
Yeah, I mean, I can't shoot it from here because I just used my action, but
It's 100 feet from you.
it's easy. All right. I have to move my other thing. Can you please go back to the other map?
Yeah.
Thank you. We'll bonus action get my son to dash.
All right.
You can go
Cool.
here. Cool.
Cool.
I can't really do anything. Yeah.
Domino, what's your plan? This is all gone south. Oof. This would have been so much smoother if your healer didn't get blasted.
I know the healer got blasted first round.
Yeah, that was unplanned and uncalled for by the DM, and
Oh,
I'm
you're gonna
offended.
That's
We're
hilarious.
gonna shoot this
You're the one
motherfucker.
who called a Grimm a cute creature.
It
You
was
miss.
cute, though.
Yeah. I just need to get one.
The Rabbit of Cazador. Or
So,
whatever it is from Monte Grill.
in order to do that,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, alright. So, we're gonna do a subtle strike.
Got it.
So, we roll a d4
Subtract
and
from its AC.
subtract that from the AC.
Don't roll a 1.
That's your bonus action, so you know.
Yeah,
If it
I
doesn't-
know.
Okay.
Like I'm not gonna. That's the wrong thing.
What's happening?
What just
Oh, I
happened?
really wish it was the right thing. You rolled that 20.
No, I accidentally hit the unarmed strike. That doesn't count.
The shotgun.
They're right
does.
next to each other.
You miss.
Rolls a nat 20 and misses.
Listen.
Oh.
I
What a 5. Jeez. Alright, that was your action economy, besides movement.
yeah, that's my action economy.
What? It's time to run, boy.
Alright, I do action dash.
Yeah. you can move, and so now you can have double your movement.
Okay, I'm just gonna. All right, let's get out the ruler here. So that's about 35 feet.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
room.
Got your token out on this map.
Got
You're
it.
here. You're at the bottom right there.
Boom.
There you go.
There we go. All right, so I've now got 45 movement.
We're playing our own game here, guys.
It's just run to save them.
I'll be right back.
As
Yeah.
one of their teammates keeps getting mind controlled.
I think it was right there that works. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, boom.
There you
Wit
go,
is
even
just utterly disappointed in Wit.
All right, wait. You have a bonus action. You're gonna study glare or
Yeah,
study strike.
I'm gonna be like, how can I hit this thing harder?
Got it. Elijah's gonna make an attack. He's gonna.
I'm so out of it right now.
Who's he
He's
attacking?
gonna. He's gonna shoot. He's gonna take one attack at Emerald and one at. Actually, yeah, one attack at Emerald, one at Wish. One at Wit.
Wish? Okay,
Wit.
I was gonna say, holy
Wit.
shit, don't.
Yeah, I was about to say, James, you're gonna kill me if Elijah hits me.
I mean, that's always an option. 13 points to Emerald. Emerald hasn't got hit that much though, so she's fine.
Did Elijah hit?
Yeah. No, Elijah's mind controlled.
Oh, who'd Elijah hit then?
First one was that Emerald hit. Next one's gonna be at Wit. I hit Wit.
I like how you can
Wit
only
takes
hit
6
when
points
it's us, buddy.
I don't know.
It feels very prejudiced.
Are you making me do math after a math class? What the hell?
Alright.
22 minus 6? What is wrong with you?
Cerise, join the fray.
Okay.
Alright.
This is my map now. No one else is allowed here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
To be
Next
fair,
map.
James, I can still function from this map.
I know.
Uh, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay. Is that your full turn?
Yep.
All right. Emerald's gonna
Do
use
you think Cerise has a bonus action that she can use? No.
Emerald's gonna try this time. Hold on. Emerald's gonna use that good old. Is this displayed afterwards? Yeah. Emerald's gonna use rotting blood with their attack, and then do a elemental shot on top of that.
I definitely know what that is.
Rotting blood is a marksman ability.
Ah.
It's where you
So which-
dip the arrow in rotting blood.
So you're gonna see, you
Okay.
see Emerald sort of pull out quickly. Pull. She flicks a setting on her bow. It pulls out a slot. She pours in dust in there. Then you see the quiver turn violent as she pulls it back, and the arrow appears as she pulls it back. And she's gonna make an attack at the Skrilly boy. Actually, no. Wait on. Let me do something real quick. Can I actually help? Can I be helpful? That's the real question.
No.
Of course not.
Wolf, I think you'll get to participate in the fight before it's over.
Yep. So yeah, she's going to do that, and because she's also going to use one of her abilities. So you see a gust of wind come out of her bow, or come out of her actually, and fly over Wish. Wish, you are healed for 6.
Oh, thank God, I'm not up.
But you're not gonna die. Yet.
And then
Yeah.
now we're gonna make the attack. So it happens no matter what. So it's going to be an elemental shot. It's gonna hit, and so the damage is going to be. What? Oh, I'm using the wrong one, aren't I? Doesn't matter. Damage that, and then boost it. It's gonna be that. So 17 to that Squirrely boy. You see Elijah turn back to normal after that.
I'm not playing this session right now.
Why?
Let me turn on caffeine real quick.
God damn.
And then, actually, that wasn't 7. That was a little bit less. That was just 5. Let me give you 2 more health back.
If I opened it, oh wait, I'm recording. It would record the music. Never mind.
It's okay. I'll listen to enough caffeine for the both of us. Let me loop
First
it on
attack?
YouTube too.
So that's a hit. So the second attack is going to be, she's going to do the same thing. Well, actually, no, con save. Thank you for reminding me, Self.
You're
Con
welcome.
save from this thing. It fails. Oh no, I was hoping it passed. So it's going to take some extra damage.
Hey, it took damage. Elijah snapped out of it.
Elijah
I
already
said that
stepped out
already.
of it.
Oh.
It takes
I
another
missed it.
15 points of poison damage.
Oh Christ.
That's scary.
Is it still up?
Let me check. I think it is. Oh no, it's dead. So you see Emerald sort of take the shot out, pull it back, and explodes, and the thing sort of morphs around. Its like body starts composing, like it's about to explode, and it sort of just falls to the ground, twitching before it disappears into dust. And we're out of combat.
All right.
So I'm guessing you rush over for the stop help wish.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, Cerise is gonna rush over and be like, oh my god, Wish! What happened? But Wish is on the ground, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bleeding out, unconscious, just like
We're at
Blossom.
negative right now. -4, right, Wish?
I'm at
Blossoms are-
-4.
Blossoms are gonna run over there and we're gonna run some heals. If my mouse will move to where I need it to move to.
Oh, you actually have to make a hit, don't you?
I do, but I have advantage, so.
I know.
Alright. Healing lunge. What the fuck?
Wow.
I miss.
What the fuck?
I'm not gonna lie, that's fine with me.
Okay, while that's happening, Elijah's gonna Emerald's gonna attempt another medicine check. I think Emerald can do it. Emerald do it? Emerald can do it.
Oh,
Alright, you're stabilized, Wish.
Cool.
Bruh.
We're gonna make another one of those.
Okay. Alright, you crit.
There we go. Oh, do I crit? That's not
It's
a
a crit.
No.
She's not unconscious. Unconscious people crit. If you're rolling the hit,
Oh,
you
yeah.
roll by all the conditions.
Dude.
well. That'll be
Roll it again.
yeah.
roll a 6, buddy.
Alright,
Ooh.
Good
Wish,
job.
you heal 18. From 0 to 18.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Alright, Wish, you
18?
come too.
No, it wouldn't be 18.
Yeah.
No, it's not 18.
14.
It'd be 14.
No, when you missed, I had Emerald take an action because you guys aren't just standing there in a
Oh.
void.
So
She's
she brought me up to
stabilized.
0.
She's stabilized.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be 18.
Why wouldn't it be 18?
He
Stabilized
doesn't
brings you to
add
0.
CH.
I don't
right?
add the
Oh,
4
did you,
again.
was a modifier in there?
Yeah, there's the
Sorry.
modifiers in there
Yeah.
because
So it's 14.
Alright.
Math.
That's still good enough for me. I kind of...
and I will spend fucking I don't even wait. Is that mana? I
That
don't
costs mana.
I don't. Yeah, no, not that. I know that costs mana. Yeah, this should cost mana, but I don't have the thing for it, so I'm not gonna use it.
Alright. So, Wish, what are you doing? Get up. You see people surrounding you.
What happened? Is everybody okay? But even as I say it, I'm already, casting my thing.
You tried to pet a squirrel, a Grimm squirrel, and you got put down.
We didn't know it was aggressive yet. That's
I'm
the
pretty
only
sure,
defense he has, and he's so quiet.
I'm pretty
it's
sure
not
most Grimm are
right.
aggressive.
Why would you try and do that to a Grimm?
I don't want to cause a fight if it can be avoided. That was
Yeah, but the
Or
Grimm
stone.
want to cause fights.
Hey, let's all get within fireball distance of each other.
everybody that
Let's all stand in a nice AOE so the DM
Mine's still
can
running
kill
over
us
there.
all.
He took a bit.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, hey, what's this? What's this? Uh-oh.
He's gonna
Oh,
he's
so
gonna
it's a
cast this
Justo.
twice
It's
because he can. So
Yeah,
that's
there
gonna
Oh,
be
look at that.
oh, hey,
you, wait,
what
no,
is this?
wait. You see,
Yeah.
no. What happens is you see everyone in that circle. Clyde, you finally get up there. It's like, okay, guys. Then you see everyone in that circle, and Nevermore just comes swooping down and picks them all up.
Oh, it's okay, James. I'll use elemental offense, obviously, on my pike. To ignore the advantage part, I'll obviously do the fucking disarming.
Okay,
I
so
can
who do
pick
you
the-
save? It's one person. Who do you save?
Everybody heals back 16.
You know, I'm gonna save Domino. James, you still have to make a strength save. I know you don't have it, but
Well, if he fails, Domino, you were spared, as the rest of your friends get carried off.
We get back
Sorry.
16.
Yeah, you get
Yeah,
back
everybody
16.
heals back 16.
That was actually a healing circle that Wish puts out.
Oh,
oh,
so
okay,
everyone
shame
except
I'm
Climb.
over here. It's okay. I literally didn't take damage.
I also didn't take damage.
I did. So I'm now back. Oh my god, I'm perfectly healed. Thank you so much.
I'm missing 1 hit point, boys.
I'm missing 1 hit point too.
I'm missing 5 hit points, boys.
Wolf, are you proficient in medicine?
Yeah. Oh.
If you're proficient in medicine, you can heal wounded creatures.
I do not have medicine proficiency,
Who
so
needs heals?
Around me.
Who's missing a singular hit point?
That's me.
Alright, hold
Not
Oh.
1. I dare you.
on. What?
If you not 1, you fail.
430.
That was Emerald. Here, I got you.
Baller. Wait, that was me. Oh,
Yeah.
thanks. So what happened over here? Did y'all get caved in too?
Our great team leader tried to pet a squirrel, and yeah, we got caved in.
So the cave-in happened on both ends?
I think it was a setup by the professors.
I don't
Either-
think so. That was because usually when we go down, someone comes to heal us. You were almost dead.
Yeah, if it was a setup, they wouldn't have ditched us.
Well, it's okay, because I think we got some of the most capable fighters of our class.
This is supposed to be real life experience, and I don't like this is a real issue that we're dealing with. I don't think that they would have caused that cave-in on like an actual mine.
Ginger did say something about this having suspicious actions, so maybe somebody's watching us.
I think Pan mentioned something about it being a little too particular about where the rocks fell.
It definitely was. Well, we need to find a way out of here. We need to stick together.
What if we just blow our way out?
Can we do
Uh,
that?
that
Can we
could
punch through the
risk a
walls?
That could risk a bigger cave.
Yeah, I agree.
But
It's
the
a little
miners
bit
do it all the
dangerous.
time.
They have to.
Well, the miners know what they're doing and where they're exploding things.
You know,
We
that
don't.
does make sense. Well, what if Wit finds out where we exploded? Best spot to do it. We have those big train cars of dust.
We don't have the materials for structural support.
Hmm.
If we
Okay.
start blowing holes in the wall, we're gonna bring the whole damn system down on top of our head.
Yeah.
That's. Well, there was another path down the way that we just came from. It looked like it went deeper in, though.
Bless you.
Do you think maybe we should explore down there?
I think whatever we do, we should try to stick together. We have a better chance with the 8 of us.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, 9 of us. Sorry, Blossom.
Tree noises.
At that point, you guys do hear a noise, not that. But you hear the sound of faint talking and the multiple sets of footsteps, followed by very heavy steps, like a large animal coming from one of the side tunnels.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's my exact thought. We need to hide.
That
Stealth checks.
It's a lot better of an idea than I was thinking.
Oh boy.
Firing squad.
Stealth checks. Here we go. Are we ready for
Uh,
everyone to make a stealth check?
Cool.
This
Good
can
job,
only go
Domino.
well.
Domino
whoops.
is a
Sorry.
god.
It's okay. You just get the
How is
16
everybody
now.
rolling
Oops,
well?
wrong button. Wrong button. Ignore that one.
Everybody's rolling well.
All right, you ready
What is
for
this?
you ready for the killer? If I
Just
can
get that
find
crit,
where
sounds
my
like
mouse
first.
is.
Oh wait, hold on. Someone roll me a d4.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here I go.
Cool. You guys have 1 point.
Awesome.
Well,
Whoever
that was
rolled that
advantage,
9.
but
Do you guys want to use the point?
was
to
it Emerald?
Give Elijah a reroll?
Oh, it's
That was
Elijah.
Yeah.
Elijah, you
guys wanna give
actually
Elijah a
have a stealth. How did you roll so bad? Yeah, it's a reroll, I would say.
Yeah, we
Okay.
can reroll that.
All right.
I
Wow.
like how
Back at
everybody
16
rolled like
being
the
our
same
lowest.
thing.
That 15 is our lowest. Holy
You guys
shit.
scramble across the mines as best you can as they move to hide, and you just hear the footsteps get closer and closer as you all think you found a good hiding spot. And emerges are a group of 5 individuals. They all look like they're faunus. They have the one leading them has sort of massive sort of, elk horns, elk horns. And they're wearing a mask that like a very monstrous looking mask. Like the design on it looks like it's just meant to be like something out of myth. And the teeth on the mask, like they have these 2 large fangs that are just like they've been like dipped into blood, like someone just bit into them. Its eyes its eyes sort of red and almost have like a glow to it, the paint effect, like a fiery glow to it, and the whole like base skin of it just black. Along the similar masses on the other as well as one looks like it's a faunus with rabbit ears. One looks like one has a tail like a raccoon, and they all they have faunus features about them as they move into the mine. All of them wearing these scary looking masks. They're talking. You make out a few words. Seems like the elk one is referred to as boss, and the others to you. Boss, I think we have all the crystals we can get. Should we move out? And the boss stops and says, Did you deal with the intruders earlier? I think we handled it. We saw the cave in. We haven't heard anything from them since. Heard from and dealing with are 2 separate things. As they move further in. If they're also getting involved, then we should probably keep going before that headmaster tries anything. I want you guys to. She stops, and you see her sort of make a motion. She makes a few symbols with her hand, and you see the others scatter and move around. They move very quickly, and they pluck Elijah out of his hiding spot. And
Oh god
was
damn it.
that Klein and Wish?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it's fine.
Klein and Wish. They move quickly towards you, and they grab for you.
Holy shit, wait. It was just 15s? Oh my god.
Oh god.
Cerise is a 16. So is Wade.
So it's
The lucky bastard.
Cerise and Wade are 16s.
You guys get dragged out forcefully, and they put daggers to your necks. Looks like we have visitors. You guys did a great job eliminating the targets.
Don't
Who-
hurt.
who are you guys?
Who got hit? It was Klein. It was Reese. Reese is fine. It was Wish, Klein.
I'm
and,
the only one
and
from my team.
Elijah.
Elijah.
We are nightmares. We are shadows. We are demons. That's who we are.
I don't think that's necessarily correct, but I applaud the drama.
And as you guys are out in the open, you see that the large footsteps you were hearing earlier, it's a what is it called?
That's a big Ursa.
Yeah, it's Ursa. There we go.
Oh wait, that was it.
You see an Ursa behind them, but the Ursa isn't attacking. It doesn't look violent. It's just sort of sitting there, like waiting for orders as it looks at the elk faunus.
That's a big Ursa.
I appreciate the drama of this, but I don't think that's necessarily correct. Look, we don't want any trouble. We just need to find a way out of here. Uh,
And why should we let 3 humans out? My Ursa's awfully hungry from all that traveling he's been doing. You see, the Ursa actually has is pulling along a cart that's full of dust, or dust crystals. Sorry.
panic.
1, 2, 3. Am I mistaken? Or aren't Academy students meant to be in groups of 4? Where's
We
your 4th member?
when the cave-in happened, we were separated.
Deception check.
Bro, they fucking got the 4th one of the landslide.
That's why I have deception.
With the landslide.
I mean,
We lost them
Or
to
Aaron
a
didn't make it.
landslide.
Uh,
They were
Wait.
beautiful faunus.
Yes.
Aaron is near you, and you see him gesturing should we go help them?
I just lied for you guys. Do not blow this.
Hold.
It's
Hold.
okay, I'll
Do
just
that same gesture I did before. Raise
He looks
fist, hold.
He looks nervous to do it, but he looks antsy, but he will hold.
Cerise is
And,
just making sure she's got ammo in.
Yeah, just reload. Prepare your weapons if things get too dicey.
Well, it looks like you two did a very terrible job at eliminating kids. Sorry, boss. They think they saw it coming. They're very quick. You're saying that you're not faster than a bunch of kids? I'm sorry. Well, if it's just 3 of you, I guess that'll be enough of a snack. And
okay, I'm going to make the situation worse.
yeah.
James, I can still hit them with my pipe, right?
Mhm.
Obviously, what I'm going to proceed to do is elemental offense disarm hit the one holding me.
Okay.
Am I doing this at disadvantage or anything?
Yes.
It's okay. I'll crit twice.
You miss, and he then forces you to the ground, and he's going to stab into you.
Bruh.
bruh.
Klein.
It's okay. He'll miss me.
All right.
James.
I hit.
Okay, he hit me.
Yeah. You take 11 points of damage.
What's
I'm
their
gonna
arrangement like?
The arrangement is basically in the front, coming out of the entrance, is the 2 people holding the three people have the hostages, and then behind is the boss, and then right behind her is the Grimm.
The 3 people that have hostages. They're all standing in, say like maybe a 20-foot line of each other.
Yeah.
Cool.
You gonna rush out and do that?
Blossom will.
Okay.
Before that, can I throw a heal at our Klein real quick?
If you move your lantern to prepare it, he will grab it from you. The person who's holding you.
Oh. Yeah, he has my lantern now. 'Cause I'm not gonna metagame that. He would have gone to heal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll just
So,
lose my PP.
Blossom will rush out and use a blast.
Got it.
What are you
Targeting
doing
all 3 of those guys. Need to make a dex save.
What's the DC?
That's 15.
All right. You get the one that's holding down Klein gets stuck. Everyone's moves out of the way.
It's
Damn.
all coming up Millhouse.
It's like they were expecting
Klein, you also
it
take it for me.
almost.
What?
Oh,
Klein
Klein
needs
needs to. Oh,
He's being held down by this person.
damn it.
Oh, bro, even if I'm on the ground.
Yeah.
Sorry, Klein.
Uh,
Yeah,
hold on. a second.
it's flat though because you're on the ground. I think you're on it. No, it's
James,
actually-
if
No.
I'm making an athletics check, do I have to roll with disadvantage?
no.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Using
like
that
this now.
ability.
Holy fuck.
Okay, you're fine.
Base.
Bruh.
All
Base
right,
climb.
that
Thank
one
God for
that one guy
combat
takes
athletes.
11 damage.
All right. In that instant, the other two step back and they actually they let go of you two. But then immediately you see the ball sort of you hear this sort of high pitched whistle, and it sort of rings at your ears and like irritates it for a bit. And then you hear multiple sets of moving things converging on your location as the Ursa starts moving violently towards you as well.
All right.
Your plan
Switch
is
to rage mode and open fire.
All right.
All right.
Let me put caffeine back on.
Make me an attack, roll.
That's a miss. That's a blind fire.
You fire, and then you see.
Wait, but does the person know where he is?
No, he doesn't get advantage.
Yeah, you get advantage
Oh,
on that
okay.
because you're hidden.
Just crit.
Oh shit. That'll
You go straight. You straight for the head, and you see you actually break off. You aim for the boss. I'm assuming.
Yes.
You break off part of her helmet, and you see sort of a a red like a crimson red eye like stare back at you in anger before pulling out the spear she had to her side. Yeah, no, not spear. Actually, it's like you see a scythe come out as it detaches, and she just sort of moves very quickly towards you, almost
Oh, no, Wit, no.
faster than you can perceive. And Wit, the scythe goes straight for your head, but before it can connect, you are met with a great sword blocking its way as
I
it
hate
clashes
you.
into between. And you see Pan for like what, 10 minutes, 20, and you guys already got yourself in a full-on battle. And she sort of pushes the boss back.
Nobody tell her about the squirrel, please.
Someone's gonna hear about the squirrel.
No.
Pan will hear about the squirrel at some point.
Madeline, it's been so long. Are you bullying children now? And she just sort of grunts and goes straight for Pan. And as the rest of you getting ready to fight, you see Ginger sort of instantly appear next to you. That won't be necessary. You guys have done enough work for today. Now, how about we retreat that direction before things get very bad? And you see, sort of like Grimm bats are flying into the area, like now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll follow him. I'll make sure that Klein is okay. Like I'll help pick him up and stuff. Do I get my lantern back? Oh yeah. Wait a minute. I use my action and my an action, and I just summon it right back to me. That's what I do.
Okay. It comes back to you,
Well-
and then you see as you guys rush. He doesn't go with you. He just tells you. He points in a direction and a tunnel, and he tells you guys to go that way. And as you rush off, he zooms toward one of the people that are pursuing you, and you see him just quickly tap on his he taps on the spear, and it sort of electrifies for a bit. He hits the guy and it electrifies him. He's and the guy hits the ground. Oh, a great shock in the morning. It's almost as good as a cup of coffee. And as he's going around just defending you guys. Oh,
Don't you guys think we should help him?
Keep moving. This is not our fight.
you
Okay,
turn
but
around, and
Keep
I
moving.
will punish you worse than I'm about to hit these guys. Is what you hear from Van.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Come on, guys. And as we're running, I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna shoot a couple heals at Klein.
Ginger, you know what the drill. Ah, we're already doing that, huh? And in an instant, Ginger's already running with you guys. Don't turn around, please.
Wasn't
And-
planning on it. Not
And
at
you
all.
guys just for a moment you see Grimm and you hear the Grimm entering, and it's just Pan in there at this point, and you know there's some strong people there and Pan alone. But then you just hear screaming and the rushing of feet and screaming from all of them as you all feel this heavy presence of fear and anxiety and just horror hits your back. Like if you turn around, you might turn to stone. Like it's just that much terror is behind you. And then as fast as it comes, it goes. Oh, go
Let's just keep going.
ahead. Pick up your pace. But as fast as it sort of comes, it goes. And then you guys can have the courage to turn around.
Hold on.
I can't
All
turn
right.
around.
This has nothing to do with that. Don't worry. This is for my own personal gain.
Klein, you heal 13 back.
Oh yeah, no, I know. That's because I passed the perception check. Don't worry. Right, in DC, I wasn't gonna willingly take it if I rolled low. Fine's not a bit. I'll turn around.
I'm not gonna. I
You
I
turn
try
around.
and grab Klein before you. No, Klein, no.
You turn around, and Klein, what you see as you see Pan, and the rest of them are there. Two of the people that were apprehending you is on the floor, sort of shaking violently. The Grimm are gone for the most part, and the masked individual goes after Pan, but stops as she's sort of also shaking, like her entire body shaking, and she turns and around and starts ordering her men around, and they move to the opposite tunnel. And you see her glasses are actually off, and for a brief moment, instead of her eyes, they look normal, but then as her pupils, they're black, but they're almost like a pure void of blackness. And for a brief moment, you just feel terrified to the core before she slips her glasses back on, and it goes
Pan?
away. Not Pan. It's Pan. Yeah, it's Pan.
All right, good to know.
And she catches up, but she should catch up with you guys. So you guys keep running.
All right.
Before she runs back, I'll just look back around and go, "Hey, don't ever look back." I understand why they say that now.
Now you have the spirit. Let's pick up the pace, and Ginger just scurries even faster past you guys.
It's okay.
Klein, did you turn around?
I will try to match Ginger the best I can. I'm going to ignore that as I run as fast as I can away from Pan.
Same. Like, just Wit was like, so that's why I felt bad today when I woke up. So that I foresaw myself dying. Thank God that didn't happen.
I could have died. I've had at least
so
1,
much
2,
today?
3 near-death experiences today.
You guys rush out, and you see sort of looks like the walls of the cave are like, as you see sunlight beaming in, are like scorch marks, and there's rubble on the ground as you guys enter out to what looks to be not an actual entrance, but a man-made entrance, very hastily man-made entrance, or exit, depending on what happened. As you guys are now outside, out of breath, terrified about what just happened.
Oh my.
Thanks, Cerise. Holy crap.
Is that the is that the group that they were talking about in the Icaros's office?
Ginger like sort of questioningly asks.
Sketchy Faunus's?
Deej,
Sounds right.
is my head still attached to my shoulders?
Yeah.
Pan grabs you by the by the arms. Wind shakes you a little bit. It's like, you're fine. Just had a little bit of a, wake up call.
Is everybody okay?
For comfort, get too close.
I think we've got everyone.
I'm fine. Those guys were strong, like really strong. As Aaron's like sort of spacing out, looking back at the tunnel. I'm just glad we didn't have to fight that. I'm good.
Hell of a grip too. Professor Pan?
Yes.
Can you never take off your glasses again?
You see her just first. There's like a bit of annoyance, and she sort of just smirks and looks at you. A very cheeky smile. I thought we were told not to look back.
Oh, yeah, I understand why now.
Oh, she sort of adjusts her glasses, like overly adjusting her glasses. Like, I don't know, these things are very loose. Sometimes they just might slip off.
I am going to go hide behind Wit. Wait, is Wit taller than Cerise?
Yes.
Or Aaron? And Wit's the tallest on our team, right?
Yes.
All right,
It's
I'll
either
hide
you or
behind Wit.
Wit.
Well, yeah, okay, I'll hide behind Wit regardless then.
You see, so you now you understand, Klein, that sort of weird aura of uncomfortableness and fear you get from her. It's still emanating off all of you whenever you get close to her.
Okay, I'm already gonna have trouble sleeping tonight.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I almost had my freaking head taken off.
it's part of the job. Yes, at least I think I've had almost decapitation. How many times was it, Pan, during the war? Probably 4 or 5 times. I think I counted 6 actually. Remember that Nevermore?
I shudder in fear.
I kind of like back away from most people, and I just like put my hood up and I try and like hide because I do not want to incur the wrath of my aunt.
Was that a group of Thonis radicalists?
The Order of the Blood Fang, I think they're called. I'm pretty
Goddamn.
sure Ikaros said not to say their name.
To be fair, we probably could have figured that out. They were wearing masks, the defining feature is a bloody fang.
It makes a lot more sense now that the name is out there.
It makes this more annoying. Now we have to go talk to WO about this. They're gonna think we stole the dust. Well, the Grimm is cleared out. For the most part, we know who brung them. They're probably gone now.
Did
What I
y'all take
understand,
out that
WO
weird
already thinks
Ursa?
that the school's behind all these attacks.
Well, that was that. What would you say, Ceres?
From what I understand, I think WO already thinks the school's behind all these attacks of sorts.
Pan sort of just like rubs the bridge of her nose from the 2 questions at once. The Ursa, I killed it, but there was a lot more behind it, so they still got away with what they wanted. For yours, have you been talking to the headmaster?
We were outside of his office on a roof for some reason. It's a little fuzzy, but I remember everything that was talked about.
Oh, are you having sleepwalking, perhaps?
No, Professor.
I
There's just
would
been something that's been bothering us for the past couple of days.
Oh, well, you have Professor here, the headmaster's here, and we all here to help. Don't put me on that list automatically. We are all here to help as professors of this academy, so if anything you want to talk about, go ahead. We are an open book for the most part. Legally, we can't say certain things. Don't talk about the battles of the Battle 47, 46 on the war. That's about only limitations I have.
Professor,
Yes.
what's troubling me is the fact that I'm certain Cerise and Wish can attest to this, but it feels like there's gaps in our memories from the past 2 weeks.
Not many, but during a few certain events, yeah.
Starting with what exactly?
Well, it goes all the way back to, I want to say, around initiation.
I feel like there was something at the entrance exam.
And then after that, a couple of days later, I seem to recall chasing after someone on the school grounds.
Pan takes interest in this now. Can you describe them?
That's what haunts me.
Now that you mention it, that sounds familiar, but I'm just drawing blanks on who it is.
Sometimes I'll
okay.
catch sight of them out of the corner of my eye. And I'll notice them, but the moment I take my eyes off them or think of anything else, they vanish. And, well, my memory gets hazy about them too.
Wait, are you okay?
Not really. Been kind of obsessing over it, writing down what I remember for the past couple of days.
And you can't remember any details, where she's from, where you first met her?
Well, this goes all the way back to the entrance exam.
Can't say.
She was there?
I think
I
so.
think?
No, wait, you know.
Oh, Wit knows? Okay.
Cerise, you think. Wait, you know. The fact
Oh.
you know, Wit, is that this person took the exchange with you, you remember her running away, and you know that she was on that building, and that's why you climbed up there. But you can't
Okay.
remember her face. You can't remember her name, and it's like the rest is true. You keep seeing like her. You keep seeing her, but as soon as you think she's gone.
Okay. I didn't know how much I truly knew.
That's how much you know.
So they were there at the entrance exam. I think they were the ones who left us whenever we started.
Left who? You guys did a 3-person exam because Klein was late.
No, you definitely assigned someone to our team. Well, before we were officially a team.
I never assigned. And she sort of stopped for a minute. Damn, I did assign someone.
And
That's not
also,
good.
in regards to how we know about WO's accusations towards Pharaohs, they were listening to you and your conversation.
And we're listening to Wish's mom talk to the headmaster.
Wish, are you back?
I just trying not to draw attention to myself.
Well, because they said Wish's mom. You see Pan look over to you. Wish, was your mom here? Or at the academy?
She was talking to the headmaster.
I can't hear you. Get over here. And she like walks over and drags you back to the group.
Yeah, she was talking to the headmaster.
Have you been seeing these memories too? This
Yeah.
girl?
We chased her up the building. We overheard the conversation between my mom and the headmaster, and then she was gone. I can't recall a face or anything.
Okay. So, the first thing we're going to do is start making our way back toward the academy before those blood fangs decide to make a second attack on us for some whatever reason. After that, we'll discuss from there. Let's get going. By the way, you guys know who won since we couldn't keep track of it ourselves?
I think Team Quake won.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep.
Everything's a blur right now.
One? Oh. That seems a lot less important now.
I don't think that matters.
I
Hello,
think
things
we
are
can
important.
all agree there's no winners here.
No, Team Quake won. The little things always matter. You guys can't just get caught up in the drama about the world. You're still just kids. You're still just students at the academy. So, good job. Quake, you're not losers this time. Instead, it's my the other team, Team Lead, losers. Wish you should do better. He sort of smiles and keeps walking.
Are we in danger of being placed under witness protection?
You see it, they both start laughing. And, oh, my dear, you think we have the budget for that?
What?
That's why you haven't witnessed anything yet.
That makes sense.
In Atlas, they just throw us out into the cold. Oh God, it was so
Oh.
cold.
You guys make your way back.
The more you talk about
Um,
Atlas, the more I don't think I want to go there.
It's a wonderful
Yeah, sounds
thought.
pretty shitty.
You guys
Sounds
make your way
cold.
back. Is there any questions you ask anyone? Any the professors or the NPCs?
I think we're gonna take a nice quiet walk.
Yeah,
Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real quiet.
Klein is just horrified of what he's seen. Wit is like, oh shit, I maybe should be very careful with these premonitions.
Cerise
Bro,
is just
Klein?
gonna start contemplating some what she's
Wait.
been seeing.
You were inches away as that scythe was going to go straight for you. You saw the precision. You haven't fought a huntress that was that strong. She fought like a huntress, definitely, not like a soldier or anything like that.
So I like to think in that moment when it happened, he saw, like, he knew just in general, like, okay, this isn't gonna go well for me. But he did it anyways, and he got that crit. It's like dead eye accuracy all of a sudden. It was like foretold.
Oh, that was beautiful.
As the scythe about to start like is it about to decapitate you? It's like the Emperor's New Groove freeze frame. You going like, so you're probably wondering how I got here.
Yeah, essentially. It's just like, oh shit, so this is what I saw in my dreams.
Bro, I got fucking stabbed.
Wish is just over here like, I was actually dying. I'm just gonna keep quiet.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I
I'm
wonder
guessing no one
why.
brings that up.
No.
I don't
I
think any
know.
of us.
Not
It's kind of
yet.
unspoken.
Klein
No.
is too afraid. I'm stuck, just like, wow, I could have died.
Cerise is busy
Aaron's not
contemplating
completely
other
silent, sort of
things,
staring.
and it wasn't
Its
really
eyes stick
considering
around
the
the entire time.
combats that we had.
Yeah.
Elijah seems to be just staring off and just like thinking on his own. And Emerald looks a bit nervous about the whole situation. Everyone seems to be a bit out of it. And with that, we'll cut to you guys being put back to your dorms. You're told by the professors that they were going to meet up with Ikros and discuss what we're going to do from here. They told you not to pursue anything. You guys aren't huntresses. You're not huntsmen or huntresses. You're not even have your provisional license yet. Just keep things normal. Try to get back to more normal, and they'll update you when they have anything. So
Yeah, alright.
this goes on. So we'll go through the week, and we'll go ahead a few weeks later. And during this week, one thing that stands out to you guys is Aaron seems to be out of it. And during the evening training, actual classes, he seems to not be talking as much or as energetic as he's usually. So you guys will bring it up, you leave it be.
I'm gonna bring it up because he's not bringing his all to practice.
All right. So what happens during even practice? Is Wit at this one?
Watching off to the side.
All right. So this is you two sparring right now. All right. Go ahead. Start, Domino.
Aaron, what's been up with you the past week? You're kind of out of it.
Sorry. Just thinking back about the mines.
Did something happen, like, before we met up, or just the whole blood fang thing?
Well, that is no problem with someone. I want to get stronger because that huntress, she moved so quickly. I couldn't even process it. I didn't know you can go that fast. I thought I was pretty fast, but then I saw her and I realized I have a long way to go. But then there's he trades that words trail off and he sort of like puts his hand up to his bandage.
Aaron, as long as you keep comparing yourself to them, you aren't gonna grow.
They're literally professionals, okay? You'll get there.
But what if I don't get there in time? What if I don't have enough time?
That's what this academy is for.
Yeah.
But I guess is Klein there too for even training?
No.
Okay.
Klein's doing some studying.
So I just-
Extracurricular.
This is the
Just
one
gotta
time.
work faster, smarter, harder.
Wish might be in and out of the training sessions, but he won't actually train with them. He'd be sitting in the corner messing with his dust and stuff.
All right.
Cerise would show up occasionally, but I'm gonna say tonight she's probably off studying somewhere.
Forcing Klein to study.
Oh no, I'm not studying for classes. I'm gonna research Ursa's, my dude.
Ursa's the bear ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll make sure.
It's in the name Ursa.
I know it means bear in French, but I just wanted to make sure.
Does it?
Is it bear in French? It's bear in something.
It's Latin.
Bear in Latin.
It's Latin. I'm thinking about the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, Latin.
Yeah, it's the original Latin.
It's like
Alright.
French. What the hell?
Well, I think. What is it? Hold on, reading.
Horse.
Yeah, it's no. Well, that's not how you pronounce it. That
Sorry,
it's
I
like
don't speak
Urs.
French.
It's like Urs. I think Urs is in French. Horse.
It's like
or
purse
Urs.
with an O.
Yeah. So
Horse. It sounds like horse. Almost.
Yeah, it does actually.
horse.
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 So you guys. So he sort of turns to you, Lit, and like walks next to you, or in front of you, and he sort of just bows his head down. It's like, I'm sorry for my behavior on the mines. I let you guys down. I was freaking out over something in the past, and you guys could have died. I was holding back. I was going crazy. I'm sorry.
You're gonna put a hand on his shoulder. Listen, it doesn't really matter now. We're all safe. We're fine. But you can't keep thinking back to your past. I know it sounds a bit harsh, Honestly, it is. Oh God, I'm sounding like my father now. That's besides the point. You can't hesitate in battle, because the moment you hesitate, they kill you.
Yeah, I know that too well. He puts his hand to his bandage again. All right, let's
Way,
go for another
way to
round.
comfort him, Wit.
Thanks,
What
Whit.
do you want?
Thanks, Whit. You're really smart. Let's go one more round, Domino.
All right, I gotcha.
All right. Let's
Oh
see how this
yeah,
goes.
Aaron,
Yeah.
you're slipping again on your stance.
Sorry, I'll try harder. Funny. Beat that. Oh,
That.
beat him to the ground. But watch this boxer's thing. And subtle strike. Alright. So,
Actually going all out.
no. If he was going all, he would have had a brutal strike to it as well.
Okay, I was like, whoa, we're actually rolling damage on this. It's not just a roll off.
So that happens. And eventually, this is after 2 weeks, you guys are getting to the flow of your schedules again. You're actually put on other missions as well, about 2 more of these provisional license missions, because you're getting near the end. Well, that's at 2 weeks, right, for the license?
Yeah,
Yeah.
somewhere
So
around there.
about 2 weeks. So you guys are put on about 2 or 3 more missions to fight Grimm. And Aaron, after that talk, after like sort of the last one, he gets back into his normal flow of things. And you guys do pretty good. Not nearly as dramatic as that first encounter. But by the end of it, Wit, Wish, and Cerise are called into the headmaster's office.
Okay.
Did you guys
this
get in
group.
trouble?
I don't know. It's a little odd that it's the 3 of us, though.
I think it has something to do with the memories.
Right, yeah.
Let me get the notebook real quick.
That'd probably be for the best if it does have to do with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And even if it doesn't, maybe we could bring it up.
All right.
Well, it's rude to keep him waiting.
Mm.
You ready?
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
I'm good.
You guys have fun. And if Wish, if you get expelled, can I be team leader next?
Domino. Domino would be leader. And then he's gone.
All right, Blossom, head back to the room.
I'll fight you for it, Domino. Elijah just says with a smile.
Oh, did we break open the wall yet between our 2 rooms?
Not yet.
No.
That's a work in progress.
No.
Klein's just like punching at the wall.
Aaron's also punching at the wall. One punch is harder. So you guys you move over there. You go to the headmaster's office. As you're approaching, you out of the door, you see your mom, Wish, accompanied by 2 other suits that she usually is with. And she sort of she's very angry, but then she looks at you and she sort of blinks a few times.
I pull my
Wish?
hood down low.
She sort of just sighs and shakes her head, just keeps going.
What was that about?
I'm not on the best terms with my mom right now.
I figured that.
She didn't want me to come here, and I came anyway with Pan's help. And yeah, that's kind of why I'm no longer heir to the company.
Oh, that's some big news. Maybe we should talk about that after the meeting.
Sure.
Sorry, I don't mean to.
Push that aside.
Yeah.
You may come in.
Here
Alright.
we go.
You walk in. I guess you guys have a seat. So, how's it going, you 3? How's your classes doing? I hope you're not failing anything.
It's takes a lot of effort to make sure that I don't fail some classes, but I'm giving it my best.
Headmaster, I assume you already know what we want to talk about then.
I'm sure there's a lot of things you want to talk about, but what I've called you here for is three separate affairs. The first one, since we're going to go straight to it, is about that girl, yes.
Hmm.
Well, then I'd like to submit this little journal I've been keeping for the past couple of weeks.
First, you three follow me for a moment.
Okay.
Okay.
He takes you behind his desk, and he sort of clicks a button, and you see sort of behind his space behind his desk, sort of like slides up to a set of stairs.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
He gestures for you guys to go down the stairs.
Come into my basement.
Oh.
I've got candies and cookies.
Okay.
Oh, really? That sounds so nice.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, yeah, this isn't suspicious at all.
This is where we find out
Cerise
that
says she's about to take her first step down the stairs and sees fucking. Oh god, why can't I think of his name? Sees fucking. What is it?
Oh, yeah.
Leopard.
Before,
Fucking
yeah, leopard.
Leo.
Yeah, leopard.
Leo shows up in her mind, like Professor Oak, and says, "Just is like, and don't trust that Levi guy." The headmaster? Sorry, not Levi. Sorry. Icaros. I was quoting direct before his name was established.
I just realized I now associate Icaros with lacrosse, and now I can't get that out of my head.
I don't think there's a difference.
LaCroix?
There's no difference at all. Wait, go ahead and make me that those two rolls, by the way. We're thinking about it.
Oh yeah, right. The future and all that shit. You know, integral part of my character.
Just get 2 nat 20s.
I'll
16
take
and 13.
Not bad.
Not bad.
You guys make your way down as you. So that thought goes to your head, Cerise, but you for some reason you don't listen to it,
Yeah.
and you go down.
I just
And
take a
what
deep
you're
breath
meant
and keep
to-
going forward.
It looks like something you would actually see in Atlas. With is a state of an art lab sort of, and in the middle of this lab is a metal table.
Okay.
He gestures for who's first. What's I need to run some tests to make sure you haven't suffered any brain damage from this girl's semblance.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I-
Wish. Why don't you guys go first?
Cerise is
I'll go-
already like
I'll go
trying
grab
to
some
to
coffee,
hide
you know.
behind somebody else.
Cerise, go.
I promise you, it will not hurt. I do not bite. It's just simply something to make sure we all are safe and healthy.
Yeah, that looks a lot like the operating table at Atlas.
I mean, I did do some time in Atlas before I came here. I learned a lot of my knowledge.
Oh God.
I
Don't tell
suppose
me
I
you've
could
got the
go
machine.
first. Oh, Wish is gonna go first.
All right, Wish. Can you please remove your hood?
I do. I'm not happy about it, but I do.
He takes out sort of what looks like a metal helmet with a bunch of lights and buttons on it. He puts it on your head, it's connected to a wire. He presses some buttons on the helmet, and then he goes over to a computer, and then does some things over there. And he sort of takes a flashlight, and he clicks it, and he's like, "Look into the light, please."
I do.
How many people were at your entrance exam?
4.
Name them off.
Elijah, Emerald, and Domino.
How many people were with Team Quake on the entrance exam?
Do I need to roll a save to see if I even remember?
Yes.
What was it? A wisdom?
Yes,
Yes.
wisdom.
It was just 3 people. Aaron, and the 3 minus her.
Yeah. 3. Wit, Cerise, and Aaron.
For you guys watch, as you're watching Wish get tested, you see the computer. There's like sort of a bar It's like sort of like those brainwave graphs. You see them sort of spike when Wish answers 3. Interesting. When you were spying on me earlier, why were you up there?
We were after somebody.
Who?
I don't know.
It spikes again. Interesting. Okay. He then will gesture for someone else. He'll take it off of you and say, "Thank you. You were very courageous. Thank you for your help."
I nod and kind of back off to let somebody else go.
All right, seeing Wish do it has given Cerise a bit of assurance that it's not gonna hurt her.
And then he
She'll
stabs
step
you.
out. This doesn't
We'll
actually
deal
work on
now!
Faunus. You see, we need to give you this big old shot.
Just don't worry. Just look at this comically oversized needle.
Fine.
Sorry, I need to recalibrate the machine a bit. I want to try something else. And he moves over for a bit, and when he puts the helmet on you, then he sort of takes sort of tabs and puts them on your wrist. And he has another computer running. It's like running a different type of graph you can't make out too much, but it's just processing something. And then he walks back over. He asks you the same question, making the wisdom save.
All right.
You only remember 3.
Remember Aaron, Wit, and myself.
Spikes again on the first computer. Interesting. Maybe something might jog you. You mind trying something, see if I can jog your memory?
Sure.
He goes off for a second and he like sort of puts together. He pulls out some water, and then pours a few chemicals in there, stirs it around, and then he hands it to you. Tastes like cherries. Should be fine.
Here, kid, take this crack.
Oh,
It's a small glass.
okay.
Like a shot.
Cerise will
You
try
drink
and
it?
down it. Yep. Does it taste like
Wait,
cherries?
it tastes like cherries.
Oh, you didn't lie.
Yes.
Wait, you see nothing happens on the first computer, but the second computer, a lot of stuff starts happening. Things you can't understand, but a lot of numbers start popping up on the screen, and it seems to be rendering something.
Oh.
All right.
I know where it's going.
One more time, can you? How many people were at your exam? Make the wisdom save again. You remember?
There were 4. It was Aaron, myself, and Wit, and then
Don't know her name.
another girl.
I actually do remember it.
I know. That's why I said you don't know. Her
I know.
name.
I was intentionally hesitating.
Interesting. Well, thank you. Last but not least,
You removed the reprogramming feature on that thing?
he smiles and says, "I assure you, we do things here at Pharaoh's much differently than Atlas. You'll be perfectly fine with."
He's gonna, just approach it and look at it, inspect it real quick before putting it on.
But you put it on, and he doesn't put the tabs on your wrist, but he sort of calculates things, and he asks you the same question. But you remember, you don't have to make a wisdom save.
All right, yeah.
All right,
4 of us.
Interesting. That's seems like it hasn't. He goes after spending about 10 more minutes looking at stuff. He's like, "Seems like you haven't had suffered any damage. It seems like someone's just repressing part of your memory. You keep mixing it in like a dream, just dumping it out like it's not necessary information, but it's still there for some reason. It's a very tricky semblance indeed." So, he will sort of gesture you guys out of the room.
All right, back up the stairs we go.
Let's get out of the strange man's
Wait.
laboratory.
You notice that second computer is still processing something, even though there's nothing connected to it.
Wait, what?
As you leave.
What? Okay, you're just doing this to me. Got it.
Oh boy.
You guys head back up. He gestures you sit back down. You guys have any refreshments and any snacks, anything like that? Go ahead. Sorry.
No, nothing. Just oh boy. I'm the only one that the second computer was ever hooked up to.
Coffee.
He will adjust you guys on any snacks or drinks.
No, thank you. I'm good.
I could
Coffee.
have some
Coffee. All right. He'll give you a cup of coffee. Make one for you.
just a bit of water.
Sure.
Wit just takes it black. He's like just shaking slightly.
So, when it comes to that situation, we have been coordinating with the police the best we can, and we're launching investigations to find this girl. We are keeping an eye on you, keeping you safe, and I wouldn't worry too much. It doesn't seem like if these people who I think they are, they wouldn't have interest in you at all. But please do not, next time you see her, just mark down what she was doing, if you can remember, and where she was at. Do not engage. She could be more deadly than you think.
Yes, sir.
I remember she just ran during the entrance exam, but that's about all I remember.
Well, most people have shouldn't hide their true intentions until they need to reveal them. Is there any more questions you had for me?
You said there were more things you wanted to discuss, right?
Yes, the other matters. Well, that was the second matter, was what to do next. The third matter, which just involves the team leaders. So, unless you had any more questions for me, you're excused.
All right. I assume this is just for your ears only. Cerise, Wish, I'll see you later.
I'll see you back at the room.
Wait. What was that conversation you had with my mom on the building?
The conversation? Nothing. Just a civil matter between the company and our school. They believe that we are engaging in some terrorist acts, and they're blatantly wrong. So, nothing to be worried about yet.
What was my mom doing here? Now.
Same song and dance.
Does that have anything to do with the Blood Fang?
My, oh my, you two are very inquisitive today. The Blood Fang are a group of terrorists who are killing and attacking humans and destroying property. That's who they are. They have no connection to us or the school or WO.
Oh, I wasn't accusing anyone. I was just curious.
You're fine. Sorry, I'm a bit more defensive than usual. Wish's mother has a strong belief that I trained this Blood Fang, and I'm using it to secure some type of power or something of the sort.
They are fairly well trained, but I don't think that you would have done anything like that.
Of course I wouldn't. Insight checks.
Insight.
Yes, insight.
Before we make
Cerise
them,
is
do you want to use one of your
famously good.
rolls on anyone?
Well,
Holy shit!
Oh God!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Never mind, you don't need it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and flip the coin. Re-roll, Cerise.
This makes sense.
Thank you.
Cerise is famously great at insight. We all know.
I can only do one. You want to? Someone want to flip the coin back for me?
No.
All right, sure.
Yeah, I really think Wish.
That's not legal, but I'm joking. I'm joking. I was joking. But he did. Did you flip the coin for that? I'm asking what.
Oh no.
Okay, cool. I was joking.
Yeah,
All right, so
just some jokes.
what happened? So you guys, Wit and Cerise, is just you believe in face value. Wish, there's something about what he's saying that it seems off, and that's the first time you've seen Icarus seem off. Like he's smiling a bit too much. There's something about it that you didn't agree with.
Marks down that he was lying when he said that they have nothing to do with it.
Any more questions you had for me?
Um, no, I don't think so.
Well, what if you excuse these two? They have more business to attend to.
Of course. Oh, see you later.
See you back at the room.
Bye, Wit.
Oh,
So,
do you want your coffee cup back?
keep it. I have a lot of disposables.
Thank you.
It's an actual coffee cup. He just has a lot of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
what
real
I assumed
mug.
it was.
Real mug.
Just like, yeah, I need some of this before I head back. Just drinks it all. Gone.
So, may I ask a question of you two? You don't have to answer.
Sure.
Sure.
If you're willing, do you mind describing your semblances to me?
Um, yeah, I suppose that I could.
Good. Great.
Should I start?
Yes, Wish, you okay with this as well?
Yeah. Sure.
Alright. He'll gesture to you, Cerise.
My semblance allows me to, use my aura to enhance that of, plants and other creatures that aren't like, they don't necessarily have, intelligence. To a limited degree, I'm able to imbue a plant with a small amount of sentience. And
Interesting.
I can cause them to grow and kind of move to my command with using enough aura.
Intriguing. Then he sort of thinks for a minute, then like looks at you, looks to you, Wish, inspectingly.
Mine allows me to manipulate people's auras. I can make them stronger. I can weaken other creatures' auras. I can fix auras. It helps me help other people.
An odd question for you, Cerise. Have you ever tried to use your semblance on a human being?
No, the auras of intelligent life is more complex than that of plant life.
And Wish, have you ever tried to manipulate the aura of deceased human?
I've never thought about it.
Cerise's eyes will
Intriguing.
go a little wide at the mention of deceased humans.
You want me to become a necromancer?
And
Sorry, no. Good.
just the fact that fucking Wish doesn't like falter at that is really weird to her. Just like,
Okay, but Wish is a little bit like Wit when it comes to dust and his semblance. So he
I know,
wouldn't
but
falter
it's
at that.
still, you know, it's just yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
it's just a little off-putting.
It's just like, oh, you know, just like you not be surprised. It's like, okay.
So interesting. It's just I fear, and I'm telling you two this as leaders, and also your semblances. When I first saw them, they could be very useful if you practice them enough. People have this misconceptions about semblances that they have limits to them, but semblances can be pushed far, far further than people realize. It just takes practice and a little bit of effort, a little bit of technique.
Insight.
Go ahead.
I do not like the way he said that at all.
Okay.
You know what?
He said it.
Cerise is going to take a little bit of advice from Leo and also roll an insight.
All right.
Don't expect I'll get anything, but
He said what he said.
okay.
It seems that he doesn't even be lying about it. And it's just there always comes a time in history where things go very, very bad. In the past, it was the war. Before that, another one, revolutions, killing, fighting, all those things. But in those times of need, there tends to be individuals with special gifts, abilities, attributes that allow them to rise above the rest and to bring order. I don't, and believe me when I say this, I don't tend to inflate people's egos for no reason, but I believe that you two and a few others amongst your group of friends are such individuals.
Uh, thank you. What does that mean exactly?
It means that if you were to train your semblance a bit more, if you were to learn certain techniques, you could be ready when the occasion arises to defend the ones you love and to help those who cannot help themselves.
Are you saying that there's going to be some big unrest sometime soon?
Well, I cannot confirm anything, and I don't want to put any type of ideas in your head. But just, how would you guys take when you go next time you go to town? Just take a look around. What's actually happening? The world's constantly moving, whether we're paying attention or not, and you should always be ready for that. But sorry, I've been talking here off long enough. I assume you have studies and things to get back to. If you want to explore this idea further, I'm always open. I'm always here whenever you want to talk. But the actual reason why I brought you here, he sort of moves back to his table, and he pulls out two cases, like long cases, and he hands them to you. He hands one case to you, one to each of you. Congratulations, both your teams have passed the training program, and you have received your provisional license to be huntsmen and huntresses. If you open
We
up the cases, you see your license.
we did it. We did it.
I can't wait to go tell the others.
They
On the back of that should be the code to unlock your locker and to send it if need be. It'll be once you upload that code to your the name the slate
Scrolls.
scrolls scroll. You'll be able to access it as long as you're within range.
thank you.
Thank
No
you,
need to
sir.
thank me. This is your own hard work and effort.
Wish can't stop smiling now.
Remember, you now have given yourself the responsibility to not turn a blind eye on people in need. Remember what you've learned from the entry exams and all, and everything you've done up to now. But also remember there are rules, limitations, things you do. So, with that, I hope you guys have a nice day. Congratulations once again.
Thank you, sir. I bow like 20 times and then like rush out.
Thank you, and sorry if I pried a bit more than I should have.
No, knowledge is the thing that helps us all. It's always good to search for knowledge.
I'm just concerned about everything happening and right. Anyways,
Like I've said, Cerise, you and Wish are that special kind of people. It makes sense. And you have a nice day now.
thank you.
And Cerise will see herself out.
Cool. Okay, fast forward. RP. You guys go. Do you guys make the announcement as a whole group or separate groups?
I probably wait for Cerise to ask her that very question.
I think we might as well give it to the whole group. Maybe we could have everyone meet up at training tonight.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Klein, you are forced out of your whatever you're doing to go to training
Damn,
tonight.
my Ursa research.
Yeah.
I'm going to bed. Just like kicks open the door to the room. I'm going to bed.
Wait, are you sure you don't want to come to training tonight? I think
I'm
everyone's...
going to bed.
Wait, come to training tonight.
I'm going to bed.
This is gonna be like the one time Cerise is gonna be insistent.
Which is a shocker for you, Wit.
Fine.
Please?
I said fine.
Okay. I'll see you there.
And then she's just gonna go run off.
That was oddly scary for her.
Or desperate, you know?
I pour out the rest of my coffee into the sink,
Okay, good.
and I'll drop my cup too. Fuck it,
Drop it.
into the sink.
Oh, into the sink. Okay.
You okay, Wit?
It's safe, don't worry.
I've been better, so much better. Oh God, I can still hear the screams.
You know, I think I'm gonna head down early. Aaron, let's let Wit have a moment alone.
Okay. We'll see you down there, Wit. Sort of follows you, fine.
I speed down the hallways, obviously.
Is that Klein in real life?
That's called living next to a street.
Yeah.
So, you guys leave, and Wit, do you want to make me a perception check?
All right,
Whoa,
sure.
it's the girl.
Remember your
You
numbers.
have your rolls.
I think
Perception.
you should take a high one.
You have your rolls.
Get a
Yeah.
16 and a
All right.
13.
Take a
I'll-
16.
I'll throw my 16.
Don't ever let James have anything higher than a 15.
That's rude.
I've thrown my 16.
All right. What's
All right.
your perception mod?
My perception mod.
Yes.
Let me hop over the code. Perception. Where is it? Oh, 5.
All right,
Okay.
so you got a 21.
Yeah.
For a brief moment, Wit, you think you see that girl in the sort of out the windows, like down. You guys are on the second floor, so out the window toward like the sort of square of the campus, just twirling around, like sort of almost dancing around people. People just aren't even phased by her.
Oh, Wit's gonna jump out the window, you say?
I like to think he put it down. He's like he poured out the coffee, put it in the cup, just down in the sink, turned it on, washed it out, and then he cups his hands, splashes some water, and just like washes his face off. He looks up and saw her.
And then I saw her face.
And
And I'm gonna kill her.
Not
Jump
a
out my
trait.
window.
You jump out the
Normal
window?
audio levels
No,
on
no.
OBS.
Jesus. It just comped.
It just caught. What's up?
So I assume I still have my journal on me because I just got back.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna keep looking out the window.
Mhm.
And my hands are still wet, by the way. Just saying. I'm patting around for a pencil on me, like where is it? I'm just
You
staring,
find one.
and I start trying to sketch out a
You
general
take
appearance.
Cerise's favorite pen and cover it in water.
It's a pink gel pen.
It's
Where's
like a
the
pink
gel
felt pen.
And you start. What do you sketch? You trying to sketch out what she looks like, or write down details?
Details and sketching out both.
All right.
Just like general details, and then try and get a sketch before I forget.
Another perception check.
Another perception. Here we go.
Oof.
Not a good check.
You have a token. You can flip it and reroll if you
Let's
want.
flip it.
Yeah, flip it. I flip my
Yeah.
token. And can I
Kind of important.
get something?
Oof.
All right. You get black hair, brown skin, and cat ears.
Oh. She's a faunus.
We think.
Wearing a gray hoodie. That's what you get.
All right. Mark that down, and I assume I've got like just a stupid stick figure sketch.
Yep. And then you finally can't. You're basically this entire time you're just holding your eyes open because you don't want to risk anything. You finally just like accidentally slip. You blink, gone.
Huh? What?
Then when you look down at what you drew, you then remember you did see her. You can't remember her details anymore, but you remember that event happened.
Sharice is gonna kill me, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Put down the pen on like a paper towel or something. Close the book and stash it away.
All right.
And let's make a break for it.
You guys make your way down. I'll let Wish and Cerise take it away. Both your teams are gathered.
Okay.
Minus wit.
Wits comes in like about a minute late. A minute too late.
Thank you for showing up, Wit.
Are you all right, Wit? I know you had some things of had a little bit of trouble in Icaros's office.
That's okay. I've got 1,000 thoughts in my head right now. What'd you call us down here for?
You
Let me get
good
my breath.
man, you're never late for practice.
I saw our phantom.
You saw her?
Oh,
Who?
What?
What?
Yeah, everyone's just fucking confused except for
Oh,
Everyone's
I'll
convinced
just
Wit's
go.
nuts for like 5 seconds. For 5 seconds, everyone's like, "What the fuck, Wit?" And
Oh,
then
I
Cerise
already
and
knew
Wish were
Wit
like,
was
"Oh,
nuts.
oh, we'll explain later. We've got something really important to tell you guys.
I'm out of breath. Just tell us."
Well,
So
we've been working really hard lately. We've been working towards a goal.
mm-hmm.
Um, we've been through a lot, and it's kind of finally paid off. I'll bring out the suitcase.
Cerise will bring out hers.
We got our provisional
I know.
licenses,
Ta-da!
and we'll open the suitcase, and there's our licenses.
Yep.
Dramatic sparkles and everything.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of. Just open his dramatic
like
sparkles and
golden-
those wide anime eyes that are sparkling as they
light,
look
yeah.
upon it.
Like,
Congratulations.
golden light just
Bro.
bursts out.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Georgia.
And before you ask, Klein, there's a code here that will give you access to the locker.
all right, I need y'all's help.
With what?
Klein, whatever you're about to say.
It's probably a bad idea.
I know, and that's why I think we need to try it.
Oh god, Cerise, stop him.
I'm in. What's up? Emerald just
So
walks over to
I'm
you.
gonna go hover in the air, right? And then y'all launch the lockers at me, and I'll dodge them.
I really don't think that's a good idea.
I think that's a horrible idea.
I'm not gonna risk any damage to the school property like that.
I
Aaron,
proceed
don't
to
you dare.
shoot myself into the sky and start hovering 20 feet, James.
Emerald starts putting in the code.
Emerald, no.
Alrighty, guys.
One won't hurt him.
Yeah, I probably could.
I can help him a little bit.
Aaron.
Oops, finger slipped, and then she clicks the button.
No.
You see the rocket get launched. It goes straight towards you. I need a
I'm
deck
gonna
save.
make an athletics check.
Okay. You gracefully move out of the way of the locker. Is there a plan with this? You just want to dodge it.
I just wanted to dodge it. That was the
And it-
plan.
Lands on the ground. And then out pops Emerald's short swords. Well, I'm ready for practice, and she grabs them.
Klein, that
Yeah?
could have killed you.
But it didn't.
That's not the point.
You don't need to be taking risks like that.
Look,
That was pretty fun, Klein.
we gotta be more prepared. Anything we can do helps.
No.
Be able to see how that's training in any regard.
Well, it's training for me. I
don't
gotta get
think
better
we're
at
gonna-
dodging stuff in midair, you know? Personal reasons.
Oh, do you need help with that? She like twirls her short swords around and it forms a bow.
I think
I don't
we
know.
need
I
nevermore
think-
to
I
hit
think
him.
I want to train with Wish today.
There's less lethal ways to dodge things in midair.
Oh yeah, we could throw tomatoes at him.
I like
Or-
that idea too.
That might stain my clothes, though. I kind of like this shirt.
Or we
Blood
could
would stain your clothes too.
Oh, Not as much as tomatoes.
Or-
Then let's throw lettuce.
We could just
Like
use
cabbages.
actual or like dust, you know, less lethal than a 100-pound locker
Fine, I
flying through the
won't
air at high
use the
speeds.
lockers again.
Thank you, Klein. Now, what was that about training with me?
Oh yeah, I think I want to train with you today instead of, Wit doing it.
Okay.
You are out of class, so Pan shouldn't get mad.
Cerise
There's some
almost
stuff
like
I want to try to
looks
get better
around
with, and
expecting
I
when
think you're the
she
perfect
says
person to
Pan's
try it
name, Pan to
with.
just kind of appear.
you you look around, you still see Pam, but then you just feel a presence behind you. What was that, loser? I'm joking. Continue.
It's okay. I know what I'm doing.
Oh, okay. I'll train with Klein, I guess.
You're gonna see Klein set up a lot further back than he normally would in training, as if he's gonna shoot you with a fucking crossbow.
I bring out my quarterstaff that attaches to my lantern.
All
And my
right,
armor.
ready?
Sure.
Okay. We both make one roll, right, James?
Yes.
All right. God, please be on my side. Nope.
God bless Ian.
Oh, so I was gonna say, wait, did you want to help any of them? But it's too late.
I almost did it too.
At this point, Wit's just sitting down, looking at the book.
So yeah, you barely get them all. You barely hit them.
Crap.
You okay, Klein?
Yeah. Do you want to go again?
Sure. I'm trying to piece together what exactly you're trying. Let's go again.
It's a special thing I can kind of do. I'm trying to get better at, aiming. A lot harder than you think.
And
Yeah,
that
I
goes
can
on
imagine.
as you guys are training off into pairs.
Uh,
Everyone run
Cerise-
over to Domino, so you go start training. What does Cerise do?
Cerise is probably gonna actually sit down and start making sure everything is good with the licenses. Just like
Alright.
checking on her scroll and shit.
All right, it's approved.
Cool.
Domino, do you accept the challenge? Domino,
Who's challenging me?
Aaron,
Aaron? Oh yeah.
cool. Boom.
Ba bam.
You get creamed.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Get creamed by Aaron.
I love it.
Are you doing okay, Domino? You're really off your game.
Yeah, I guess I got distracted with the whole locker tobacco. You know.
You want to go again? He reaches his arm out to help you up.
Yeah, I could use another try.
Great. And then the training continues on as Elijah and Emerald train. And Cerise sort of just watching Assel doing the actual work. And we'll fade the camera out from there. And we're going to fast forward to after that lovely night. So at the end of that lovely night, everyone's making their way back to their your dormitories, your rooms. And Wish, you feel that creepy feeling as usual. And then before you know it, you guys all feel that creepy feeling as you're all on a group. And there's a hand on your shoulder, Wish.
Bruh.
Did I
It's
do something
Pan.
wrong, Pan?
Before she even turns around.
Let's go, kid.
What's wrong?
She turns around and walks off.
Hey, what's wrong? And I run after her.
Is it just
I'm
Wish?
guessing- Rest of you are safe.
Oh, thank God.
Wait, why don't you go rest finally? I'm sorry I interrupted that.
Huh? Oh, right. turn in for the night. See you guys.
Good night, Wish. Wait.
So many
Too
W's,
many,
God.
too many W names. Can we like stop?
We
we haven't introduced Reese, Wine,
Why
Where,
can be one?
Wamino,
Wamino.
Womano.
and
Well,
Nick.
Ida,
Wasum.
Joke.
And we haven't,
Warren.
yeah,
Oh,
and we also haven't introduced my twin brother Mitt.
oh. Anyways, you you rush over asking what's wrong, and she just keeps walking as you guys are going to walk. And congrats on your license, kid.
Thank you. We worked hard for it. And what's wrong?
Hmm. Oh. Uh. Well, did you see your mom today?
Yeah.
At this point, you can tell that you can smell the alcohol in her breath.
Oh god.
Yeah, I saw her.
Yeah, she's. That's why I got my ear chewed off again. You see her pull out from her pocket a flask as she takes a swig from it.
You really shouldn't be drinking that on school property.
I'm off hours. It'll be fine.
If you say so.
Look, what's Ikros? You talked to him today, didn't you?
Yeah.
Was it just about? It was just about the girl and the license, right?
No.
What else?
Cerise and I tried to press him on my mom in the conversation. There was something off in the way he talked about it. He either wasn't telling us the full truth or he was lying through his teeth.
She stops, and she like turns her this flask around a bit and we're taking her swig. Kid, you got a good heart, but you need to know when you should stop pushing.
I kind of take a slight step back from her. You're not on his side, are you?
Him, hate the guy. On his side, I have to be. He's my boss after all. He says with a smirk.
I can't blame the Faunus for what they're doing, but it's not the right way to do it.
Kid. And she turns around and looks at you. Don't get so jumpy. We're not training murderers. It's not what he did. That's not the story at all. He's
Then
not
what
telling you the full truth, but he's not training them.
then what is he doing?
What Icaros is doing, and this is the genuine truth, is trying his damn hardest to save the world. What he does every day.
He's trying to save the world by murdering innocent people?
He sees. First of all, that wasn't him. That's not his plan at all. That's a failed attempt at his plan. He sees life and situations and politics and all that a lot differently than we do.
I can't hope to kill innocent people. And what that doesn't mean I'm not on y'all's side. It does not mean that I'm not on the Faunus side. I've never been inside one of my mom's minds. I didn't know that type of thing was happening, and I can't let it continue.
Happens every day. It's honest everywhere. I actually had a friend during the war, always screaming about wanting to free them. Every fight we were in, he did everything he could. He was a good guy. Faunus have been like this in this position for a while. Makes sense why one of them will snap after a bit.
Domino and Cerise, I can't How can I look him in the eye knowing that I'm letting this kind of thing slide with my mother's company?
She's my sister too. Why do you think I can't stand her? We can't stand each other. We have very different ideals, but again, don't get things twisted like that. It's a lot more gray than black and white. Ikros is not helping the rebellion. He just accidentally gave them a helping hand earlier before. We're not connected to them. We're not trying to kill people. Killing is never the answer. Believe me. And she sort of like adjusts her glasses and takes a pause. I know that for a fact.
Then what do we do?
What I do is my job, which is training you and protecting you from doing something stupid. What you do is tell me the rest of that story. Was that all you and Icarus talked about? Icarus talked about?
Um, let's start from the beginning, and I tell her everything that happened.
Intrusive piece of. He takes another swig. Look, piece of advice. You should probably spread it on to your friend too. Don't trust Icarus. He'll say things, he'll do things, he'll seem like the best hero you've ever seen in your entire life. That's not true. He's doing what he can to save the world, but he doesn't give a damn about what those means are. And he'll give you the deal of your lifetime, and he'll be something you want and you know won't harm anyone, at least at first. But he sees through everything, and he won't care what he does to you to get what he wants. Just be careful around him, okay? No more talking to him by yourself.
Okay, I'll pass it along. Was there something wrong with what he did with us today, though?
No, not anything he never does anything wrong, never forces anyone to do anything. It's always voluntary, so it makes it despicable. Takes their swig. It's just once you cross a certain line with it cross, you can't turn back.
All right.
And with that, she sort of like she moves her glasses and rubs her eyes a bit, and when she does that, you feel that cold fear earlier come seep out of it before she adjusts again and turns away from you. I'm done scaring you, kid. You can have a nice night now.
All right. And I'm gonna go back to the dorm, and I'm gonna have a sit down and a long talk with Emerald, Elijah, and Domino about the girl, what Pan just said, everything.
All right.
But before I tell them everything, I am gonna have them like turn off their tablets, make sure that there's nothing connected to something that Icarus might have access to. And
Ross.
Icarus. Hey, it's spelled the same.
Hey, you
Not.
pronounce it differently every
Wait,
It's
time.
not. It's actually with an A.
Wait,
but...
did I get you to say lacrosse?
No,
Lacrosse.
No, she said Icarus.
Yeah, he's telling me to call him lacrosse.
You're gonna ruin my epic reveal later on. Stop.
What, is he gonna get melted by the sun and fall into the ocean?
What type of? Continue.
Well, that happens in Fate Grand Order, essentially. Someone gets
Okay,
burned.
continue.
That's what happens to Icarus.
Ah,
No, Icarus does not melt. His wings
does
melt.
not melt.
His
His
wings
wings melt.
Imagine
Okay,
wanting
sorry.
to fly and then falling.
Sounds
Wish.
like someone we know.
Twitch, continue. We're not going down this rabbit hole.
All right, so yeah, and basically I explained what happened with the girl and what happened with Icarus, Icarus, Icarus. However the frick you pronounce it. And then I'm gonna tell them Pan's warning. Just info dump them.
Domino, you're the one most out of loop from this. Emerald Elijah is just sort of nodding along, like he's not really paying attention, and the enemy to say anything, and Emerald just looks completely shocked as she's sort of just chewing gum and spinning in her chair. What do you respond, Domino?
I wouldn't be surprised if Icarus was involved in the Bonus Revolutions in some way. But, sounds like something bigger than us, and we should probably stay out of it.
I can't look you or Cerise in the face knowing that this is going on. It's not any fault of yours, but that mine, I can't sit back and let this happen.
It's like that everywhere. Wish. She starts out spinning.
It's been happening. This is just how life is.
Oh,
It-
this is depressing.
It,
That's why you're training to be a hunter, right?
it shouldn't, that should not be your answer. You should not say that. You can't give up on you. The world can always be changed.
That's
You
what
have
the
to
Blood Fang
believe
are
that.
doing.
It can't be changed if you jump in too early, too soon, and you
I'm not
kill
saying
yourself in the
right
process.
now. I have to talk to Wit about when he saw the girl, how he saw the girl, what's been bothering him. There's a lot that we still have to figure out, but if 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 something comes up,
And there's still a long way we have to go before we can even think about trying to jump in and get involved in some revolution and figure out what the headmaster's up to.
At that point, Elijah quickly gets up and puts his hand in his pockets and just sort of like as he's walking toward the door and just stops at the door. Wish the world's a piece of crap. People are pieces of crap. Faunas, humans, they're all crap. You're not going to change any of that. That's just how the world works. People want to look something they hate. Just drop it and move on. You'll be better off with doing that. He opens the door and just leaves.
a light. He just takes a heavy sigh and goes to his room. He thought these
Well,
people would back him, and he's disappointed.
Because it's more than we can chew.
He's disappointed in you people.
Wish, go and sleep it off. We're literally like students for like what, a month?
Barely.
Yeah.
Like I'm fine with doing crazy stuff. I've done a lot of crazy stuff, but I sort of like to have a plan first instead of just wildly charging after someone.
That
I'm
we
not
don't
saying
even
to
know if they're
wildly
doing anything
charge.
wrong.
There are other things we need to work out. I'm just saying that if something comes up, I'm not going to be the one to sit back and let it happen. And then he closes the door.
Okay, team leader, whatever. If you get us killed, I'm gonna blame you in the afterlife. Is that where you ended, Domino?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let Wish sleep it off, and maybe he'll be calmed down in the morning.
So, is there any more conversation you would have, Wish, before I do a time skip?
Probably the next day I'm going to figure out a way to gather Cerise and her team and explain the same thing.
Okay. And we'll skip that. The next day, we'll say it's the weekend to make it easier. Next day, you guys, you get a knock on your door from Wish, Team Quake.
What time is it?
Open the door.
Did you do it in the morning, Wish, or do it later in the afternoon?
Probably a little bit later to make sure people are awake.
Okay.
Probably like 12.
All right. Cool. So
Open
Perfect.
the
I
door.
just woke up.
Yeah, you woke up and you see Aaron just doing push-ups, doing clap push-ups.
That's
I
that's
love
the
Aaron.
norm.
yeah.
I'm just sitting at the kitchen table or whatever, just resting my hand on my head on my hand, the other way around, not that.
Your hand on your head.
Yeah.
Hand over your head.
I will go open the door.
All right. 144, 140. Ah, cramp! He falls to the ground.
I need to talk to you guys.
Ah,
See, this is why I think we should just put a hole in the wall.
ah. Hey, Wish. Ah,
Hi, Aaron. You need some healing?
I'm fine. Just aches.
Therese, we've got company.
Oh, I'll be out in just a sec.
And
You
Cerise
okay, Wit?
is very obviously
Yeah. I'm fine.
fucking like
What is Cerise doing?
she's like she's just in her room fucking like putting herself together a little bit because she just woke up a little while ago.
All right, Aaron. Do you want to see how strong you are real quick?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Punch a hole in between the walls. It's time.
Okay.
Don't do. I think that's kind of illegal.
All right.
Then I will
Wait, what?
prevent anyone from touching him.
We're gonna brutal strike double brutal. Actually, how hard you want to punch this wall?
I will tell him to do it as hard as he can.
All right, he's gonna spend 15 health.
Aaron,
I'm right there.
Wait, what's
Aaron.
happening?
I'm puppy guarding
Make
him,
sure-
Jim. Anyone who wants to get to him has to get through me.
I want you studied glare for Aaron.
Okay.
Aaron, make sure to punch with the proper fist form.
Okay.
Yes.
Aaron, it
What do you
seems that
guys-
this spot on the wall is weaker than the rest.
I also would like to use studied strike on the wall.
There's no stud right there, Aaron. That's a good spot
Wish
to punch.
it's okay.
How many times?
This will just help communication purposes.
He's gonna do 2 punches, using 15 health each. He's basically gonna be down to 10 HP at the end of this.
Bruh.
I'm coming in with the heels.
He's gonna pop his
hole.
aura doing this.
I figured.
It's worth it.
Oh,
We're gonna
man,
boxer
that's a bad
sting as
addition.
well.
So he gets one. Okay, he's got 23.
This boxer sting. The first one, we're just gonna roll the punches normally first. The boxer sting, another boxer sting going out.
It's a good thing this is a wall.
All right. He's still rolling pretty well.
Yeah, that would still hit pretty much most of the party's ACs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the. So without adding anything so far, he's at 16, 22. He has 30. He's did 30 damage to the wall so far.
Oh God.
All right. Now to do. Sorry, I've used 15 each, so it goes 6, 8, 12. So he's doing d12s. So he's doing 2d12.
Sure.
Wait, there's no 10?
Oh, sorry, 10. Yeah, you're right. 10, 10, 10, 10. 6, 8, 10. 2d10. So roll 4d10. Another 21 points of damage. All right, and
51
then,
damage to the wall.
then he's going to bonus action. He's going to bonus action use Scurly Strikes.
Good.
And how many times can he do that without? And then he's going to then put himself on 1 health by having both those strikes be brutal strikes.
Good. I'm proud of him.
All right, so we're gonna do
What?
Stinger again. Stinger again.
Oh my god.
Stupid.
Damage. Damage. And he's gonna
76
do-
so far.
I
Gonna do
wonder if I could just
46.
come and say add +1, just like him, just wit directing the punch.
Oh yeah, you're studying striking. Oh yeah, what's that? Is a +1 that damage?
Yeah, +1, just so give him like a 6.
Alright.
He's 7 then.
Yeah, 46 to end up sting. 13. Alright.
90 damage.
90 damage in total?
Yeah.
Alright, hold on. Let me make. I'm just curious how much mana you used there. What was that? It's 30 each. So like you did that 4 times. So you used 120 mana.
Christ.
Yeah, I think that's all you did. Was
It's almost as
120
much
mana.
as I used
No, he did more.
in the entire dungeon.
120 mana, and then the Scurly Strikes cost mana. How much does that cost? Another 20. He used 140 mana. He used half his mana to do this.
Worth
And
it.
he's on 1 HP. And he sort of just goes, you guys are instructing him, and he just goes, just platinum stars into the
Jesus.
wall. And just and
So
It
Cerise
just-
will now run out of her room with like just her hair's not done at this point. It's like,
17.
what the hell just happened?
it
He
just-
heals back 17, dude.
We decided it was time.
the wall burst open, and then you see Elijah at the opposite because the bed's against the wall, and he's like, "What the?" And he just falls to the ground.
I didn't direct this, Elijah.
Now we don't have to knock.
Then he passed out on the floor, and then you heal him.
I'm gonna heal him
He's a shit
again.
now.
Nice job, Aaron.
Never been more proud of him.
What did you
I'm
guys
gonna
just
be
do?
real. We put a hole on the wall so we can talk to the other team.
Domino,
Easier?
you hear this too. You hear the drilling of his fist,
I'm gonna come over and be like, what the fuck are y'all doing to this wall?
and you see
Oh wait, are
Elijah
you on? Are you in your
covered in
side?
drywall.
Yeah.
Oh hey Domino.
What the hell was
Which
that
of you
for?
did this?
Well,
Hey.
Aaron did it, but we all helped. Wish's idea, really, if you think about it.
No, it was not my idea. I tried to stop it.
You didn't try to stop it at all. I'm gonna be real.
I didn't want to fight you, Klein.
I wasn't gonna fight you. I was just gonna put you in a headlock.
That. Oh my god.
God,
Wish dies of an aneurysm.
Hey, Domino. And he's like, he moves with a very shaky hand. He's healed, but he's just a very shaky hand.
Elijah, do you
Hey.
mind cleaning up the drywall?
Why me?
It's on your side.
That's
Hmm.
true, but not fair.
I don't think they're gonna help. I don't think anyone over here is gonna help you clean up your bed, so you can get to sleep tonight.
Nope.
Can I just wanted to come over to talk.
Well, now we can talk. What's up?
Whoa, cool.
Turn off your tablets.
Okay, I'll turn off my tablet.
Turn off tablets, electronics, anything that you have that somebody might be able to listen through.
Oh.
That's a bit of a weird request, Wish, but okay.
What, you
And then
don't think-
Wit, you and I need to talk, but first I have to explain what Pam wanted to talk to me about.
Oh, was this last night?
Yeah. And then I explain everything.
That's,
Response party.
that's pretty concerning. My Uncle Leo said something kind of similar.
Really?
Yeah.
We need to keep our eye on him then. I know my group doesn't want to jump, my team doesn't want to jump into it immediately, but and I need to talk to Wit about what he saw the other day and what's been bothering him, but
I wasn't able to talk to him about it last night, because I didn't want to stop him from getting rest, because he seemed pretty out of it.
Wit, do you want to explain to us now?
Well, that's not important. Cerise, did you just say Leo is your uncle?
Wit, I think you need to focus a little
Yeah.
bit.
No. He is. Huh.
Well, not by blood, but
Well, I assumed. I hadn't read anything about him having a child or having a relationship with anyone outside of his family.
he doesn't
Oh.
call them relationships.
One night stands.
That's beautiful.
Anyways, what were you saying, Wish?
What was bothering you so bad yesterday? What did you see?
Let's see. Oh, yes. Our little phantom showed up again.
You
And
mentioned
this
that.
time, I'm going to pull out my book and drop it on the sketch page. So it's just going to be a shitty stick figure with cat ears.
Yeah, you can't really convey color when you're drawing with a fucking
And
pen.
to a broken wish, because he's just gonna like tilt his head, like what the.
It's all in pink gel pen, and
Is that
And
you,
there's, like-
Cerise?
there's dry splotches
Is
here.
that a picture, Cerise?
There's just dry splotches here and there, and there's like notations and details and things like that. So like cat ears, probable fondness, things like that.
Good job.
Wait,
I like the cat ears.
did you just use my pen for this?
That's not important.
Right.
What is important is that the details I remember. Our phantom seems to have black hair, brown skin, and as you can see, a faunus. and also wears a gray hoodie.
Huh.
Where did y'all see this person first?
Wit thinks that Wit and Cerise think that she was a part of the team during the entrance exam.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm more than certain she was a part of our team.
Mm-hmm.
Though, a question I would like to pose is, if they ran away during the entrance exam, then why are they still on campus?
And why did they run? Did they go to the empty campus because the exam was going on? What did they find out during the exam?
I'm more curious just as to why they were in the entrance exam in the first place.
They probably needed access to the school.
Well, if based on
They
what
already
I can
had
remember, they were a bit skittish, were they not?
From what I can vaguely remember.
After all, if they were truly serious about entering Pharos, they wouldn't run from common Grimm. So, I propose this. Our little phantom here is in some way connected to the Blood Fang. Of course, that's just a theory, and we have no solid ground to support this.
And Ikros said to avoid her because she might be dangerous, but I think she holds the key to what's going on. Or at least part of it.
If anything, based off of what you've told us, Icaros cannot be trusted in the slightest.
So we do the opposite of what he says and go after her. Case closed.
Oh, I wish it was that easy. You see,
could be right.
Even then, I can't help but feel like we're being watched sometimes.
That's why I told you to turn off the tablets. Something about those machines is starting to set me off a little bit.
The scrolls?
With
the standard scrolls?
Well, with
You
everything...
don't seem to understand.
You're starting to sound a little crazy.
Yeah, you sounding crazy, Wish.
It's just with everything going on, I don't know. I agree with Wit. I think we're being watched, and the tablets definitely. He's gonna have access to them, or I don't know. I know I sound crazy.
Think of this logically. Going off of the base assumption that we're being watched and observed 24/7, wouldn't it make sense for them to have other ways of watching us besides our scrolls? Our rooms could be bugged.
Well, if there was a bug in that wall, I don't think it's there anymore.
All strategic. I mean, wouldn't the best thing to do just act normal, like nothing's wrong?
But we're gonna need a place or a way to talk about it if something were to happen. Somewhere safe.
Unfortunately, we're in Icaros's territory.
Well,
if we were to put this in terms of battle logistics, he has the advantage over us at all times. Any student, any teacher could be a set of ears for him. Any room he could be watching us in. And at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if our phantom has caught interest in us as well. After all, we did chase after them.
I don't know about staying away from her, but Icaros seemed to have at least a bit of a blind spot when it came to, like, the roofs.
That's true. He didn't see us when we went up there.
If we could find a spot just to sit around and talk up there, then I think that would be pretty safe from prying ears. Just leave the scrolls back in the room.
Let's just make sure we don't get locked out. Actually, I don't think that's a problem. If we do get locked out, Aaron can just punch down a door. Isn't that right, Aaron?
How strong was I? Klein? This is RP damage. You can't just punch a wall down and just walk away from that.
You were hella strong, okay? Don't worry
I
about
would
it.
consider this wall thoroughly destroyed.
Great. I'm gonna take a nap.
You go
It's a
to.
good idea.
You do
Start
that,
sleeping
buddy.
on the floor.
I will lift him up and put him in the bed.
Yeah, thanks,
Hey.
Klein. I was gonna say, might want to put him into bed.
Yeah, I was gonna
Well,
suggest
I
that.
guess what I'm saying to you all in general is keep your eyes and ears open, because, well, we don't know who our friends are, and we don't know who our enemies are.
Right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Is this okay with you guys? And I look to Domino and Emerald and Elijah.
Uh, you're the boss. Whatever you want. I said what I'd say yesterday. So he gets up, and when he hits it, he like sort of just blinks away. I guess I'm fine with it. I don't really care. You're team leader.
I don't think Elijah likes me very much.
Also, about the faunus thing, you shouldn't feel guilty about it.
I can't help but to. I've lived with her and at the company my entire life, and I never even thought to ask.
Cerise will just like hold a finger up to your mouth.
It's not your fault. You grew up in that environment. That's just the cards you were dealt. Not to mention, from what you said yesterday, you and your mom aren't even on talking terms anymore. As far as I'm aware, there's nothing about those mines that is your fault.
Thanks, Cerise.
Domino, did you ask for confirmation about this whole plan?
About
I think she's. Oh, you're still
just
here. I thought you were gone.
Are you okay with the everything they're talking about?
yeah. The most I got from it was that they were gonna discuss stuff on the rooftop or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although, I would follow Icarus's advice on not approaching that girl. She really could be dangerous, especially with a weird semblance like that.
What exactly is it?
From what I remember Icarus saying about it, he said that our minds were repressing memories and replacing them with dreams?
No, he said repressing them or throwing them away like dreams.
Oh, sorry.
Whatever. I'm not exactly the smartest, so that's what I'll say.
Huh.
Um,
It's a
we
little
remember
weird.
this girl like a dream.
That makes a little more sense.
Huh.
It's all very complicated.
All right. With that, you guys continue with your school life, and it's not for another 2 months. We're gonna fast forward 2 months later. After training, going to classes, things seem to go back to normal, back to a usual flow. You're put on a few more Grimm missions, nothing too crazy. But there is an event coming up, and it actually starts today, and it's sort of the Grand Collective is what they call it. It's to celebrate the establishment of the huntress and huntsman schools across the worlds, and it lasts the whole month. And at the end of the month, there's a tournament held between all schools
Oh
to
no.
see who has the strongest students.
Arg.
Shit.
Don't worry, and you still have time.
Thank God.
The school.
We
Right
just
this
have
is the
fewer
fir-
time skips for a while.
Oh yeah, no. It seems like James has thrown us into a an actual event hole.
Yeah.
But start that off. It's the first day. It's basically every day there's some type of festivity going on, and today is as simple as just welcoming everyone here. As people are going to start flying in from all over and staying in Vale. So it's like a street festival going on, and it's the weekend. So, did you guys go?
I'm going.
Hell yes, I'm
I'll
going.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just gonna like stick with my team though, and keep my hood up when we go out and stuff, because I'm not sure if my mom's gonna be there or not. But yeah, I'd go.
All right, both teams go then.
So
Uh, hmm?
Cerise is gonna be like pretty ecstatic because she wants to meet all these new interesting people. Because they're
Yeah.
all from different walks of life, and she's
James,
She's down
how
for
many
that.
of them are staying at the pedophile hotel?
Oh god.
Only the poor ones.
Yeah.
Only the poor ones.
Wait, what?
I see.
You missed that part,
You
Ian.
missed that, Ian. It was funny.
The recording missed that
Pedophile
too.
hotel.
I don't know, man. It's convinced Cerise that the hotel they're staying at was for pedophiles.
Because it's really close to the school.
And they gave a really good discount.
Yeah.
Like,
Uh,
there's probably peepholes in there and stuff. You know, they use.
So, you guys go off, and as a gift, you guys for everyone who passed the provisional license, there's two more teams that passed it with you guys. Ross is giving you guys a allowance of 200 marks each as a sort of reward for all your hard work at the school.
Whoa.
Ooh.
305 marks. All right, time to go splurge it on food.
And you guys have a fun time. It's again, there's a lot of people. You see people from Atlas, very strict, very military like, or they're very pompous and fancy. A lot more faunists are in the area, which means there's a lot more regulations. A lot of stands have signs of saying no purchase without human assistance, things like that. It's a bit of a mixed bag, but even with that undertone of racism, it's still a fun time. It's a festival time,
I
and
feel
yeah,
like at
everyone
this point it's an overtone of racism, but okay.
undertone of racism. And there, everyone from all different kingdoms sort of meet up, and so it was really interesting. And one particular, uh, one particular person interests both Cerise and Wit, and and Wish. As you guys are all hanging out together, and you're probably eating some food at stand, enjoying yourself. You know, montage, brand new day. Um, you all know, you three notice the girl with the cat ears, buying food on a stick and eating it.
Wait,
You blink, and she's still there.
wait, is that?
Well, let's see. Does she match the description?
I like
Black
to
hair,
imagine
blonde.
Wit pulls out the journal and starts comparing the two.
Yeah.
Just opens up to this like water ruin, like the water splotches and ink and all that crap. I'm just like,
Comparing his like pink stick figure drawing to the person, like, is this the same thing?
black hair. Is it the same?
Yes,
Okay.
you remember her actually, which is a strange thing.
Cat ears, gray hoodie. Bingo.
Huh.
Strange thing is that you actually remember her. It's not you forcing it out. You just remember her. Yes, that was the girl from the exam. All three of you remember. The rest of you guys, it's out of your head.
That's. Uh,
Cerise, do you have your pen with you?
I don't just kind of. Why do you think you found it in the first place? I don't carry that
Good
around
point.
on me.
Wish, do you have a pen?
yeah, I pass him a pen.
All right. All right, let's see. All of a sudden, we seem to have remembered her presence.
She moves over to another stand close to you guys, and she's seen it like she's playing like a water gun game.
I think she knows it's
And
us, guys. We
how's-
need to.
how's-
That stand
how's her-
and that stand, so you know that stand has like a no faunus allowed sign on it, but the person's letting her play. Not paying any attention to it at all. Continue.
How's she performing at the game?
At the game, she seems she's bullseye all of it. She runs a giant teddy bear.
Okay, for some reason, the stand owner doesn't seem to acknowledge that she's a faunus, and she seems to have dead-eye accuracy.
She skips along to another stand
Why
and
is your
gets
head
some
wet?
food. Oh, that's
Gracie
the
came
dog.
in and her head was wet.
Doggo.
Turn your camera on.
Oh, God.
She's gone now. She's in the hall.
Yeah, she's getting closer and closer to you guys, but she doesn't seem to be paying attention to you. She's just enjoying herself. You guys act at all. All of you see her, by the way, and the other side of the group too. Domino and Klein, you see them. You see her. You see them focusing on her too.
I'm gonna go over and be like, guys, y'all are being really obvious that you're staring.
I don't think that exactly matters right now.
At this point, being obvious is all we have. And besides,
We need to get
She's-
as much information on her as we can.
she's vulnerable. She's showing all her skills to us right now.
I could try to tail her when she leaves if...
I'll tail her with you. We really shouldn't split too much. No single person going alone right now.
And at this point, you probably need my help too.
All right. So you three
No.
go off.
No offense, but are you sure you'll be able to blend in easily?
I'll
Hey,
be
quick
fine.
question.
Yeah.
Did I have to discard my future sight rolls?
Oh,
you're fine.
shit.
I have one, but
James has a 13.
He has a
Number
13.
13.
Can I roll
You
my
can make a new
one?
one.
Yeah, you
can
make
make a
new
new one.
ones. Yeah.
Ever 13 though.
Oh.
Those are pretty bad.
Those are
Those
pretty
are
bad.
awful.
Those are rolls that you
I'm
use
so mad
for
it's the end of the
enemies.
session, so I can't even use them. I can't take them from you. Because if I could, ooh,
Continue to be angry, James.
oh, that would have been great if I had 3 just ready for you guys. All right, so
I'm-
I need
Stealth.
stealth checks. Wit, take a 13.
Oh, hey, thanks. Great.
I was
I probably ought.
spitballing what your actual stealths are.
Hey,
I'm guessing yours is the
wait,
lowest.
maybe you could
Wit has a
force him
decent
to take
dex,
a 3
actually.
on his perception.
Oh, does he?
He uses a short
Uses
sword,
spit-
James. He uses finesse.
It was a spitball. You take a 13. What do you actually have?
I think he's got a +3.
Yeah.
So
I've got a
16?
+3, so 16.
All right. Wish and Cerise stealth checks.
This is why Cerise was worried. And what the fuck? I can't roll on it. I can't.
Cerise was worried when she herself was awful.
Can I
I have the coin.
can I give my foe wait, shit,
You don't know the roll. You can't give unless you know what the roll is. You can't give it.
that's true. And also you have a coin, so it doesn't matter.
So you guys do your best as you sort of detective slice stealth thing the entire time. Domino, the rest of you guys just keep moving along and enjoying yourselves.
I take the stragglers and we go.
All right. You also notice Elijah disappears halfway through that conversation.
Ian and I are a team fun slice of life. We're gonna hang out at the festival.
We'll get to that.
Wish,
So-
Wit, and Cerise are just team suffering.
There's
Yeah.
team plot.
Yeah.
We're team
Their
storyline.
team plot relevance, and Ian and I are just vibing. Okay,
All right, let's play some games. There's a whack-a-mole game.
bro,
and,
I'm
Aaron
good at
challenges you, Domino.
whack-a-mole. I fight with a hammer.
Right
Yeah.
with them all.
Hey,
Make me a
Hey.
strength check. Make me a flat strength
What?
check.
Hey, I have that.
Maul's like a big
Hell
hammer.
yeah.
All right.
A
You
maul
beat
is
Aaron.
literally a big hammer.
You beat Aaron at it. He's like, "Damn, I was so close! Ah, good job, Domino."
Hey, yourself too.
You receive as a prize a giant inflatable hammer. Klein, you want to try out that game? It's like a balance, like a little bull riding game.
Yeah.
Oh, my dibs! I want to go. Let's go, Klein. And Emerald grabs your hand and he runs over.
Is
Is
it
this the
worth
start of a
cheating?
ship?
I need an acrobatics check.
Stop, Wolf.
I can't. I need my ships in my life.
Well,
Alright.
it's a good
Next
thing
session.
you're on a pirate campaign.
Next session, Wit X Klein confirmed.
Aw.
They had no previous romantic interest in each other.
It's
at all.
okay. You've persuaded the audience.
No, the audience persuaded us.
All right,
Oh,
guys. If you
God.
want
Why?
to see a ship happen with no prior foreshadowing, just leave a comment below.
Yeah.
Um,
Hell, it could be like Wit X his book.
I'm taking this back. I'm taking the reins back. Klein, make an acrobatics check.
I did.
yeah, it's a
You rolled-
21.
Oh, I see that one. See that one. Okay, you creamer.
Yeah.
You receive a
Ugh.
cowboy hat. I hate you.
Thank you.
You
I
want to
received a cowboy
Hey,
hat.
hey,
Yeah.
James, you want
I
to use a
put it
different
on.
word?
What?
You want to use a different word
How
besides
about-
cream?
Dominate.
No.
No,
What about
no, I don't like that one either.
destroy?
There you go. You know, cream and dominate. No. Destroy, sure.
Thank
And this
you. Okay.
continues on as you guys are going from game to game and enjoying yourselves, and you're meeting a bunch of interesting people. You guys eventually make your ways down to the port where ships come in and out, and you see something happening. There's like a crowd forming. You guys go investigate.
Hell yeah.
Oh, great. I have a
That's
feeling I
probably
know
where the
what-
best attraction is.
I mean, yeah.
As you guys make your way to the front of the crowd to see what's going on, you see Pan flying backwards across the landing pads,
Oh no.
No.
and she falls to the ground. Like I said, we can just talk. It's been a while. And as you see, walking, sort of taking off his jacket and throwing it and putting it down gently onto the ground, is Leo. As he adjusts his glasses. And before you can say another word, you see almost like an instant, Pan just flies toward him and just knocks him back with her greatsword. And he goes flying back as he catches himself. And I said, "You bastard! You shouldn't have come back here. You're drunk. I'm drunk. So what?"
Oh, it's Brawl in the Family.
Yeah, this is just Brawl in the family.
And you see them clashing and fighting, and as they're about to clash again, and oh wait, it's both of them very skilled in their fighting. As you remember, if clearly now that Pan and Leo they're sort of like they were sort of a duo of hunters during the war. They're known as a partnership. They killed many people.
Bruh.
Yep.
Cutting away, you guys eventually follow this girl into an alleyway where she sort of she takes a sigh after everything, and she puts down all of her prizes she's won and just sort of smiles and laughs, and then picks out a small puppy plushie, and then sort of skips away further into the alley.
Oh man.
And
Are we ready to get ambushed?
I'm so ready for this.
Okay, Wish, Cerise, this is obviously bait. Should we go?
Yes.
Let's
Wish
go.
is already
Hang
moving.
on. Sorry,
Let's go.
one moment.
leaving as in going as in toward them.
Oh, Cerise actually realizes shit.
Cerise actually realizes, wait, what's right? This is kind of a trap.
You guys
Yeah.
just leave.
I Wish is already
Yeah.
going towards her.
Oh, you're moving
Yeah.
toward her.
I'm totally going for the bait because Wish said that if something happened, he wasn't gonna be the one to stand
You
back.
guys move forward, and as you enter the alley, you suddenly see a shadow behind you appear, but you keep going. And then she turns around, and she smiles. "Hi! It's been a while." As you see more figures appearing out of the alleyway.
Oh.
So for official records, mind telling us your name?
It wouldn't matter. You'll forget soon. And she turns behind her, and she don't know who she's talking to. You can't see. It's like, "I'm sorry I prung them. They were following me, and I know I should use my semblance. I'm sorry." and then you guys blink, and then you make me all wisdom saves.
And y'all all are gonna nap. Okay.
Which,
I'm trying.
coin that, Cerise.
Yeah. There we go.
And you blink, and she's gone, and you remember her. You now have clear details of what she looks like, but you don't know why you're down this alleyway. You know you were following her, but you don't remember the exact moment you lost her.
Damn it! I think it happened again.
Shit, she's. How did we lose her?
All
We
right,
got some hunters and huntsmen here, boys.
I'm gonna
And
close
you
my
hear
book.
some looting. Hear some looting from the hallway as the figures are emerging, and you see them holding various blades. Huntsman blades, by the way.
Hmm.
We have our weapons on us, right?
Yeah,
If
I
you
was gonna
don't,
say,
you can
call
call
the
them.
weapon.
Yep.
Well, my lantern is probably already at my side because I can summon it.
All right.
But the first thing I do is I use the dust to bring out my quarterstaff and my armor.
All right. I want to call. I'm gonna hold up my scroll and call my weapon.
All right.
So now that I've made an official request for the weapon to land here, do you think you stand a chance?
Ooh, fancy boy thinks that because he got a little locker, he can scare us. You hear laughter echoing.
Well, I know I'm not that much of an intimidating person, but what about the professors of our school? After all, what happens if one of the students suddenly goes missing, and the last thing that happened to them was a weapon request?
Oh, what happens is we'll show all of them the monsters they wanted us to be. And they just started laughing and snickering.
I'm gonna call mine as well.
I'm go if
You-
they're
go.
allowing this, I'm gonna kind of start subtly casting so that I can.
No, you
buff
stop after
people.
summoning your armors. Because we're gonna get into combat
Okay.
at that point. You stop after summoning your weapons and armor
Got it.
for initiative. But you see, last chance, girly, and it's clearly talking to you, Cerise. You can step away from this. You're one of us. And I don't want to hurt you, but if you're gonna be a little pet for them, we gotta slaughter pets
James,
as well.
Jesus Christ!
Cerise isn't our pet. She's a team leader.
Oh God.
Well, gentlemen, let's dance.
Cerise, you don't respond.
So Reese is just gonna kind of look up at them and say,
Not everyone sees everything the same way that you do.
With that, we're gonna end the session with a split shot of the Fun Time crew watching a brawl out between Pan and Leo, and your crew fighting a group of interesting muggers wearing masks. And we're in a session there. Hope you guys enjoy.